You have the right to watch this show and have fun. You have the right to have a mukbang. Oh, crap.
What's up, Devil Dog?
Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Whoops. Hey, everyone. Welcome in. Thank you for coming in. Stone Wolf Outdoors was the very first one. Al Chafe, my back step. Rebecca, Touched by
Yeah.
Yarn. How you doing? Uh,
So, Rebecca.
All right. Yeah, of course Gary's eating it. He just, in Gary's defense, I will say this. In Gary's defense, he just got off work. He just got home, like literally walked in the doors minutes ago, and he has eaten. So this is kind of his dinner and everything else. So this is the time of night that I give Gary a pass on his mukbangs and stuff like that.
Okay.
But it was kind of funny because he couldn't even wait until he said hello or whatever. And I don't know if y'all got. I'm trying out new stuff with introduction of Gary coming in and things like that. And I am on the wrong side of things. There we go.
Does it really matter which side we on?
No, I'm just used to being on this side, Gary. I'm used to looking at my screen over there at you and me over here and things like that. So how was work tonight?
Pretty good.
Oh, good. Are you in a Stone Wolf said suck it down, eat more than Hey Sheena, thanks for coming in. So you in a good mood tonight?
Yeah, I did have a few questions.
Sure, go ahead.
Now, do you know what time I start getting ready for work?
At about 1:30, 1:45, I guess, something like that. 1:30. I
Do you
couldn't
know
hear you.
Do you know what time I have to get to work?
You gotta be there at 3.
Mhm.
Okay.
Do you know
Is this a
what time
quiz
I
show
get
or something? What am I gonna win? For answering your
Well,
questions.
bear with me. Bear with me.
Thank you, Sheena. Sheena said
Nation.
hello, Gary.
That reminds me, I need to share this show out on my community tab. Today, Scott came in to one of the lives I was in.
Hey Rebecca. Scott who?
You know my buddy Scott. I've known
Oh.
for 5 years,
Oh, okay.
40 years, something like that.
That was the one that was on live last night. Hey, how you doing? Nothing but love.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.
So nothing but love. You know I got nothing but love for nothing but love. He was in one of the lives today, and I don't always remember to share the program out. I guess I just kind of figure everybody already knows, where we at.
Yeah, pretty much.
And well, most folks do it. At least on your thing, they get notified. With me and Devil Dog.
And this is GCBD, Good Cop, Bad Dog, episode number 6. Is it 6?
Okay.
Yeah, episode 6.
All right. So.
And how you doing, Passion for Art? Thanks for coming in.
What's up, Passion? Good to see you. Now, do you know what time I get home? More or less.
About right at midnight, about 11:58 or something like that. 11:57.
That's right. You know what time I get home?
Yeah, it depends. Usually, you get off here at about 2:30 to 3 o'clock.
That's right. Yeah.
Yep. I'm answering all these questions right. So, what am I win? What's my prize?
Well, see, here's the question that I have. Does that make you a stalker?
Does it make a stalker? No, it makes me a friend because I care and I know your schedule.
Okay, I'm just checking. Well, you know my schedule as well as I do.
Okay. Hey, Doc Mac, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. And now he's trying to call the bad dog a stalker.
I just didn't know.
Uh huh. And Jonesy will be coming in here when he gets off work. And when Jonesy comes in, he may even go live on his own channel. I don't know, because he's over there with white sandy beaches and everything else. So somebody got to be watching out for Jonesy to go live, see if he went on his own channel.
No, he's good people.
And yeah, y'all, if y'all want to share your link out, especially Doc Mac, if you want to share your link out, because I don't know if I'm connected to you. I might be, but I might not be.
Shut Doc Mac.
Type Tweety or USMC. TW, like Tweety Bird, TWEETY, or USMC, whichever one you like.
I guess that's it.
You guess what's it?
That's all the food.
Oh. Yeah, I need to go eat.
Well, you just have to wait. I'm just playing. Get what you want, man.
No, I'm good. I'm good for now.
No, I'm not, Miss Rebecca. Do you feel like a stalker? No, that's not a stalker. That's not a stalker. A stalker is somebody that puts up, in the grocery store. Or I guess they could be somebody who stocks,
She's a yarn stalker. What are you talking about? She's a yarn stalker.
No, she's a yarn ninja.
I think she would disagree with you about that, Gary.
Well, her followers are the yarn ninjas.
Yeah. I'm not blue, can't get my channel out, but okay, just here to support. You don't have to be blue, Doc. Type USMC.
What? To be blue, that means say it, right?
Nightbot will drop your link. He's talking about having a jacket. He's talking about being a mod.
Oh. Otis wants in. I'll be right back.
Otis is telling you. Hey, Google, turn the volume up to 100%.
Hey, Google, don't you dare.
Sorry, I don't understand.
That's all right. You don't have to.
That's funny. You talk to her and she says, I don't understand. Because she didn't hear me. You heard me, but she didn't.
Right. I caught that part.
That was just a little bit of a joke.
I know. What's up, Tony? Good to see you.
I didn't even talk loud for her to hear me.
Well, I appreciate that. I really do. I don't want to argue with Google tonight. I really don't.
Doc, you're going to have to do it again because Al Chafe, for some reason that everybody's connected to, did it right when you did. So it dropped his and not yours. Thanks, Al. Everybody knows who you are, Al.
By the way, what is it to drop Al's? It's step or back step?
Back step.
Okay. I just wonder. I'm trying to remember them. I can't remember.
I need to turn this down a little bit. Reduce.
How y'all doing tonight? Everybody doing all right?
So what is
doing good, Tony, as far as I can tell. Double Dog, you doing good, I know. You got that sanctified, package from Al.
Oh yeah.
All that stuff, including a drawing of yourself. He even gave you hair. I was kind of surprised by that.
I have hair, Gary.
Okay. Some people may think I'm bald because I wear a hat all the time. That's okay.
I don't see Al on here.
He was over here. He's right there. He says back step.
Oh, is that what it is?
Well, I don't know. I assume it is because that's what he typed in.
Well, that's on his. Did I put it on ours yet?
I
Because
don't know.
I usually don't come to our late stuff.
Well, that's true. Did you make Al a moderator though? Is the question.
I'm sure he is.
Well, I mean, I know that you are an administrator on his, but I don't know
No,
if he's
I'm
not.
not an administrator on his. I'm a moderator on his. There's a difference.
Well, no, you were. I'm pretty sure administrator.
No, I'm not an
Yeah.
administrator.
Okay.
The only two YouTube's channels that I'm an administrator on is yours and Rebecca's. And hold on. Now, as far as Nightbot, I have access to yours, or StreamYard rather, yours, Rebecca's. No, I don't think I have Rebecca's StreamYard, but I do have her Nightbot. Yours, Josh's, yours, Skinner Farms, mine, and I don't know. She
Dave.
woke me up and went to bed.
You're administrator on Dave's.
Let's see. No, Stone Wolf. Nobody ever said we're going with Belt Dog. That's not happening.
I think it's funny. Hey, I like it.
This isn't funny at all.
Sure, it is.
No, it's not.
I think so. I guess humor is subjective.
Nope. Let's see.
I mean, we do have Welcome to the Dog Pound on there. So there's that. We ought to have something on here that kind of says belt loop. I'm just saying.
It kind of says Belt Loop. It does. Type Tweety.
Oh, wait a minute.
Uh-oh. She hurt. Uh-oh. She okay? She get caught in something?
Yeah, she was biting on these things and her lower jaw got caught on the thing. She'll probably be a little quieter now. I hate to say that. You know, I don't want his arm to come to it. But maybe
On what?
we got a little thing here, a container. It's got, well, it's like a playpen almost, except for its bottom is empty. It's sitting on the ground, and that's where we keep Bella at.
Okay.
It's an enclosure, basically. We don't want her chewing on cords. We don't want her chewing up, shoes. We don't want her, So she's got some room in it, but and it has, pretty big holes. It's plastic, so she can see one side and the other with very little blocking her eyesight. So
Hey, how you doing, Rich and Leo? Thanks for coming in. Southern Boy Prepper, appreciate you coming in.
what's up, Rich and Leo, Southern Boy Prep? Good to see y'all.
Hey, Wendy, Southern Sona Girl. Thanks for coming in.
Cool. Hello, Devil. Hello, Gary. I like that. Hey, Wendy, it's good to see you. Notice she did say hey to you first.
Of course she did.
Well, yep, she's saying hey to you first.
I've been her friend longer. I've been running her playlist for the last 2 months.
Okay. It's all good.
So did you save any Caribbean? It's Caribbean, okay? It's Caribbean. So I don't know what you were trying to tell me to say earlier. You're like, it's not Caribbean, it's Caribbean or whatever.
No, it's either Caribbean or Caribbean.
Yeah, and I say Caribbean.
I know, but I think at one point you said it was slightly off or something. I don't know. And I was just sending this signal telling you. I was trying to be funny, okay?
Anyways, did you was you able to save any of those Caribbean habaneros?
No. I told you already I did.
Did you take them off there?
There's only 2 on there, and they're already messed. They already beyond. I'm gonna leave them on there so they can go through and dry out, so I can get the seeds off of them.
Hey Sheena, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. How How are they messed up?
They just, they passed. They
Oh, there it
passed
is. It's
where you would. So they're. I still got habaneros. I still got ghost peppers. I still got 5 of the Carolina Reapers. Well, I didn't get a very big harvest off of those.
Hey, Bacon, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Tom Garvey, the Keto Cook. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it, guys.
This was your chance. Well, we appreciate Southern Sown Ground. Thank you, Wendy. Hey, Tom Garvey's here. Hey, Tom.
You don't listen to a word I say.
Oh, did you say something?
I said, hello, Bacon. Thanks for coming in. Hello, Tom Garvey, the Keto Cook. Thanks for coming in. And then, good night, Doc Mac. Thanks for coming in. And I appreciate it, Doc Mac. And then you come in, or right after I say that, like 30 seconds later, you said, oh, Tom Garvey's here.
Hang on a second. I got to tell Doc Mac good night. Good night, Doc Mac. We appreciate you coming in. He got to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, now you know how it feels.
Hey, I always let you talk. You're always talking over me, but I let it happen, and I'm okay with it most of the time. But every now and then I need to say something. Sometimes. Just saying. Okay. So that's how you going to handle it?
No, I'm letting you talk. I'm being quiet and letting you talk.
Well, I said what I had to say.
Did you say hello to Southern Boy Prepper?
I did.
Did you say hello to Bacon?
Hello, Alonen's Edge. Good to see you.
Where's he? Oh, it's Eonan's Edge. Hey, what's up, brother? He's a Marine. Semper Fi, brother.
It looks like an L to me.
It's Eonan. EIONANS.
You sure that's an I? I'm pretty sure.
Gary.
I'm pretty sure it's an L.
No, Gary, it's an I. Eonan's Edge.
Okay. Hey, Eonan's Edge.
He's in the knife community that I'm a part of, and I go to his lives, and I go to Matisfaction's lives, and I go to, Grumpy Grunt's lives and stuff like that. And that's my brother. See, right there.
Hey, that's cool. Much respect. It doesn't mean it just looks like an L from here.
Well, see, I can see because I'm not as old as you, and you just got new glasses too. How do you not see that? Do you want me to show you how to make your words on your screen bigger for old people?
I don't know what you mean, other than it looks like an L to me.
Okay, it's got a little line with a little dot above it.
I don't see a dot. I just see an L.
Okay, Gary, do this. Are you looking on YouTube or StreamYard?
On StreamYard.
Okay, you see the little 3 dots up at the top? On the very top of your screen in your browser?
Where at?
The little 3 dots right below the X. Don't click on the X. You'll close your window.
No, that's 3 lines. That ain't 3 dots.
No, it's 3 dots, dude.
It's not 3 dots. It's 3 lines.
No, it's not. Okay, what browser are you using?
I'm using Firefox.
Okay, it may be different. Click on those 3 lines. Go down to Zoom. And what is your Zoom at right now? What percentage?
90%.
Okay, move it at least to 100. Maybe 150 for you. And it'll make your letters, your words bigger.
Okay, cool. Okay, that is an I.
You see what Eonan said, right?
What did he say?
He said, "It's all good, old timer."
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I love it. That's great.
Well, it looked like an L. That Google or whoever does these letters makes an I look like an L.
Welcome to the Good Cop Bad Dog Show, Eonan.
Yes, welcome, Eonan.
This is how it usually goes. Hey, how you doing, DJ? Welcome in. This is how it usually goes, Eonan.
Hey,
Gary being the way Gary is, and a lot of things that Gary does makes you just want to go.
You and them sound effects.
That was perfectly timed, Gary. Don't even tell me it wasn't.
Well, it is better than time than a lot of your use of the sound effects, so I ain't gonna complain about it.
But anyways, that's. Go ahead, Gary.
I'm just saying it's free, and all you got to do is show up when we go live, which is Tuesdays and Thursdays about midnight.
Yeah, but see, he works in the mornings, and stuff. So this is kind of late for him. I'm surprised he's up anyway.
Well, he could always watch the replay. It's not as much fun, I don't think. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah. Blah blah blah.
What is blah 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 blah?
I'm reading Wendy's thing.
Oh, okay.
Right there.
Okay.
And DJ's here. Did you say hey to DJ?
What? Okay. Besides getting your eyes checked, do you need your ears checked too? When's the last time you had your ears checked, Gary?
I don't know, but they said my ears were fine.
Who said they were fine and when?
Yeah, I do have a little bit of tinnitus in my ears, which is like at one particular pitch. But if you put me in a dead silent room and put some headphones on me, and then put a little noise, apparently I can hit the button at the right time.
Yeah, I have tinnitus as well, because anyways. But a lot of times when multiple people are talking at the same time, it's hard for me to distinguish words and stuff like that. That's when I have a hard time. Or if the TV's going and somebody's trying to talk to me or dogs are barking, I have a real hard time.
I do too. That's why I have trouble seeing that eye.
Your eyes have nothing to do with your ears, Gary.
It's a bunch of folks talking though.
I understand. Good guesswork, Gary. I'm reading it. Hey, Stonewolf. A lot of them are talking to each other. LOL. So what you're saying is you're deafer than me. Well, I guess he's deafer and blinder because he's saying he was deaf and that's why he had problems seeing the eye.
The eye now. You probably already had yours done. Now that was poor timing.
That was not poor timing.
I thought it was.
Because you were... Gary, you always think it's poor timing.
Most time it is. Okay, well, thank you for letting me know, DJ.
Because you say in your ears having to do with you seeing the dot on the eye, which has to do with your eyes, and that's why I played the cuckoo.
No, it's all intertwined somehow. Oh, wait a minute. This is in front of my speaker. Y'all probably couldn't hear me. My microphone.
Randy said a lot of bigifying need. Okay, hold on. I think that's what she talked. Well, no, it didn't bigify. What the heck?
I don't know.
Oh, that's why because we're on this. No, it's not bigifying, or it's not working.
What the bigify? I can bigify.
No, it's like no. You know how usually when maybe it's because there's only two of us up on panel right now.
It could be.
Okay, I got over it.
Okay, me too.
Hey, Johnny Smallpepper, how you doing? Johnny Smallpepper, how are you doing, brother?
Good to see you, Johnny. I heard you.
Okay. I was just making sure. You heard me.
Free Bird, love that song, man. I tell you what, man. Really.
Oh, Eonin don't come on to my channel hardly ever, but he says, "Does Gary come on every week?" And Eonin's my brother.
I thought you said you didn't like your brother.
All right. Eonin, me and Gary go on Tuesdays and Thursday nights at midnight to 2 usually. And then on Saturdays, I go live at 7:40 Central, and at 9 o'clock, Gary goes on right after me.
Yeah.
So that's our nights. Tuesday and Thursdays, the GCBD, Good Cop Bad Dog Show, because I'm a Marine, devil dog, bad dog. He's a police officer. Therefore, we're the good cop.
By the way, thank you, Wendy, for using all caps. That makes it easier to say.
I got what she's saying about Bigify. Bigify in the chat. Okay, I was a little bit slow on that one, Wendy.
Hey, y'all got to forgive me. It's real slow at night.
Hey, Carl, how you doing, buddy?
Chilling Indiana, Carl. I get that right. You know, so Devil Dog always likes to say, "Homestead, where are you?" instead of "Homestead, where you are." And I got to get that chilling Indiana, Carl. I got to get the chilling Indiana. I always think you state then chilling or something like that. You know. Anyhow, good to see you, She Devil. Well, I'm sorry, didn't mean to talk. Go ahead,
Yeah,
talk.
I know. You know, and I'm not worried about it, brother. I mean, it is what it is. The reason we go at midnight on Tuesdays and Thursdays, just so you know, is because he works second shift. So he gets off at 11, and when he gets home, it's about 11:55. So as soon as he gets home, that's about when we go live. That's why he feeds his face, you know, does his mukbangs and everything else a lot of times. But that ain't the real reason, because if he's live in the mornings, he's doing mukbangs. Anytime he's coming on, a lot of times he's doing mukbangs. So,
Well, I don't know about that. I didn't eat today till after I left the house.
well, that's because you were on a live or something and didn't make, and Tammy didn't leave you nothing to eat.
I spent a lot of time, you know, without being on live today. I was trying to find some other stuff going on. Somebody asked me about my. I think somebody asked her. Maybe I brought it up about my stickers that I drew. Oh, I know what it was. It was Laura.
Hey, Angie and Rick, Family Adventures. Hey, how you doing, Backroad Hillbillies?
Good to see you back, Road.
Appreciate y'all coming in.
Mukbangs, don't you just love them, Wendy? You know, it's now.
All right, take it easy, Bacon.
It's good to see you, Bacon. I didn't see him say bye, but if you said it, I believe you.
I just said see you later, Bacon.
How you doing, brother?
Where's Numis at? Hey, Nets, how you doing, Nets? Hey, Numis
doing
Maniac.
well. There we go.
Thanks for coming in, guys. Okay, let's go ahead and open it up.
You have to look in the kitchen.
Let's hear Numis' story.
Oh,
Anybody and everybody's welcome to come up on panel. Just click the link. Don't wait for an invitation, because I ain't going to personally invite every single one of you. You are consider yourself invited.
hey, I can't pin it.
Hold on, where's it at?
It's on the YouTube.
There it is. Pin message. It's pinned.
Thank you.
Hey, Skipper, what's up, buddy?
Man, oh man, oh man. I saw something today that blew my mind.
Well, tell us about it, Skipper. Don't keep us in suspense.
Mexican currency, the newest Mexican currency that's come out. It's got a safe a feature that's anti-counterfeiting, and what it is, you download an app on your phone, and when you look at the say the peso or whatever the currency might be, it becomes animated, and it actually you can it's got butterflies, it's got beautiful music, depending it had an orchestra, and it actually moves. So you're looking at the currency and it's moving in your phone. You can, it's like, it was mind blowing.
And so that's if it's not fake. It does that.
Yeah, if it's not fake, then it will work in the app.
It's great to see you back, Road Hillbilly.
And if it's fake, it won't move or whatever.
That's right. That's right.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
It is very cool.
Hey, Baker, how you doing?
Now, why did Tony get dropped?
Tony,
not nice.
I didn't do it. He's trying to frame me.
I didn't. Hey, I got tired of going back and forth and back and forth. So I just decided I'm gonna leave it alone and let Devil Dog. If somebody stays down there a little bit, I'm gonna
So if something happens, you're not gonna do nothing?
well,
Okay, good. He said he wouldn't bring himself back up, didn't he?
Let me see if I can adjust my lights a little bit here.
Is that eyeball DJ?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Hey.
sneaking around, buddy. Okay, you can see how dark it is in my place right now too. I'm just like
everybody.
I'm trying to unwind because I'm getting ready for the big coin show that's coming up this weekend. I'm working it.
Nice.
Newman has something to do with money.
Thanks, Eonin, for your service. Thank you, Skipper, for your service. There's Eonin. What's up, brother? Skipper, you know Eonin?
I don't think I've had the pleasure.
Okay, Eonin Skipper is Canadian. He was in the military, and Skipper Eonin was in the Marine Corps. He's a Marine. He's my brother.
Cool. Semper Fi.
Semper Fi.
Do or die. Ride together, die together.
Hey, so I don't have a lot of time to stay on tonight, but
yeah, we can hear you.
Hold on. I got to shut off the volume on this. There we go. Okay, that's a little bit better. So I don't have a lot of time to stay on tonight, but I was hoping I could get on and tell a quick story.
Yeah, most definitely. Go
I
ahead,
got 2
Eonin.
ears. I'll listen.
Okay. All right. So
I love Eonin stories, guys, just so you know.
I told this story once a long time ago, actually on Maddie's live. I've never actually told this on my own live stream. I told part of the story, but not the whole thing. So I'm going to tell you guys the story of how I got my first knife. Okay. And this is what's basically put me into using and then later collecting knives my whole life. So I'm about 10 years old, and my dad sits me down one day. He owned a business. He sits me down in the back room, and he takes out a pocket knife, a Sears Craftsman Barlow, single blade. He holds it up just like this, because that's what us French guys do, right? French Italian people. So he holds it up like this in front of me, and he says, "I'm going to give you this knife because I think you're old enough to be responsible with it." He said, "But," he said, "I want you to understand it's not a toy, it's a tool. If it's not sharp, it's not a useful tool." He said, "So," he goes, "I'm going to give this to you. If it's ever not sharp, I want you to hand it back to me, and I'll sharpen it for you." He goes, "Because the dull knives have no use to you." He said, "Later, when you're older, I'll teach you how to sharpen a knife on a stone, and you'll know how to do it yourself." He said, "But for now, you give it back to me if it's dull." I go, "Okay, yes, sir." So then he says, "But before I give you this knife, I'm going to tell you this story. I'm going to tell you something that happened to me." He goes, "And then you can have the knife." He says, "Is that okay?" And I said, "Yes, sir." So he says, "Here's the deal." He said, "I am about 13 years old. My dad was a Depression era kid. He was born in 1930. And he said, I was about 13 years old, maybe a little older than that." He goes, "But I think 13, he said, "and I had a ticket to the Hartford Circus." So I go there and I go in and I sit in the big top up in the bleachers. Said they're bringing animals in through the back, animal cages in through the back. There's crowds of people walking in through the front. And a fire breaks out. So back in those days, they used paraffin wax for the ropes in the tent. He goes, "So I see this fire start. I see it go up the ropes. I see it hit the roof, spreads, liquid fire's falling down. Everybody's panicking. People are screaming. The front entrance is blocked. Everything's on fire." He says, "So after I collect my wits about me," he said, "I look around and I realize that there's some hay behind the bleachers." He goes, "So I jump off the bleacher into the hay and I land pretty hard, but I'm okay." He goes, "And I take out my pocket knife and I saw a slot through the canvas of the tent, just big enough for me to squeeze through as a 13-year-old kid and survive. He goes, that's how I lived through the Hartford Circus fire when so many other people died. He goes, and he goes, I'm here because I had a knife when I needed it. So I'm giving you your first knife today. I hope you never have to use it for something like I did, but if you do need it, you'll have it. Boom. I'm 10. My jaw drops to the floor. I'm like, holy freaking shit. And my dad says, I've never told that story to anyone. Not your mother, not your older brother, not even a friend. He said, but that's why I want you to have a knife. So that started my fascination with knives. And it carried on throughout my whole life. I've always carried a knife. But that's not the end of this story, guys. That's not even the best part of this story. That just tells you how I got my first knife. The best part of this story is a few years after my father passed away, I'm reading an article in the National Public Archive. And I see this thing about survivor accounts of the Hartford Circus fire. I got there through a link from wherever. I end up at the National Public Archive. And I'm reading, and I see the survivor account. And then it also lists a Wikipedia page. Okay, well, that's easy to look at. So I go to Wikipedia, and I see this a survivor account of this fire. And this is what the lady who survived the fire tells the National Public Archives on record. She says, I went to the circus that day. I was supposed to go with friends. They didn't show up, but I went anyway. I went in. I sat up in the bleachers. A fire broke out. It went right up the ropes, lit the roof on fire. Everybody was panicking. I didn't know what to do. She goes, I looked around me, and I see this young man, probably a teenager. And I see him look over and then jump over the back of the bleachers. And I look over and see that he landed okay, so I figure I can too. So I jump off the bleachers, and then he takes out a pocket knife, and he starts sawing a hole through the canvas of the tent. And he grabs me and another little girl and pulls us both out after him and saves our lives. I say to myself, holy shit, that's my dad. So I get in touch with the people. I contact the lady's family. I talk to her son, and I find out that just before she died, somebody in my family had read that same story and thought that maybe my dad, because they knew he was in the fire and that's all they knew, might have been that guy because he always carried a knife. So they put my dad in touch with her, and guess what? Their stories matched, and they agreed that she's the person who saved her life. Right after that, she passes away, but her obituary says, thank you to this man, and she names him. She said, for creating the rest of my entire life, and my husband, my children, my grandchildren, and all that, and having a husband and a family, I owe it all to this man. And that was my dad. And that's how I got my first knife.
Okay, well, you can knock me over with a feather on that one. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was an awesome story. I told you,
That's awesome.
All true.
Eonin
That's 100% true, baby.
Eonin has a bunch of stories, man. If you ever go to lives and everything else and listen to him and his stories are freaking awesome. And people request him to tell stories.
Oh,
Love
yeah.
it.
It's become now on my lives. At the end of the night, I saved the last 10 or 15 minutes, depending on how long the story is. And I usually tell a story at the end of every live. So somebody gets a crazy adventure from my very diverse life that I've lived, But I enjoy it. It's fun.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me drop your link real quick too, Eonin. Yeah, y'all go ahead and talk.
Oh, I'm just looking at some of your comments. Baker says, what a story. When I told that story on Matt's live stream, he said that's the only time that my live stream has ever stopped dead for 10 minutes. There was not a single comment. He goes, the first time you told that story, he goes, there was not a single comment on the live stream for that whole 10 minutes. He goes, nobody said a fucking word that entire time. He goes, that never happens, you know?
Hmm.
So yeah, so I know it's a pretty impactful story. And that's actually only like the third time I've ever told that story at all. I told it on Matt's live. I told part of it on my live one night, just how I got my first knife story. And then tonight. So I have only told that story a couple times actually. But yeah, my dad was an intense dude. He was an intense. You want to hear his dad story?
Hey,
You guys
Baker,
wanna
Baker.
hear this real quick? I got a few more minutes here, and then I got to scoot off to bed. So when I was a kid, I raced go-karts and quarter midgets. And my dad was obsessed with us winning the championship and going faster. So one time when we had a private practice at this track, he basically says to me, he goes, I know I could tune the carburetor on this thing if I could just stand on the back of it while you go around the track. And I go, oh, that's freaking crazy. My mom's like, yeah, that's crazy. She goes, you're out of your mind. He goes, no. He goes, I could stand on the back. I could take the cowling off and hold on to the roll cage and use a screwdriver, and I could tune the jets in the carburetor, and I think we could get it just right so the car goes faster. So, I reluctantly agree, and we get the car started, and I go around the track once, and then I slow down, and he jumps on the back of it. And right away, he's like, go faster. And I'm like, I don't want to go faster because I'm afraid that, you're going to fall off. And he's like, just go faster. So I make a few more laps, and I kind of get in a rhythm, and he messes around, and he tunes it a little low, a little high. And then I come into turn 1 and 2. I apex the corner perfectly. I'm making a perfect exit, and all of a sudden, the car just picks up ahead of Steve. The motor just comes to life, and the car just rockets off that corner. And it goes out of that turn so fast that these things would do like 70 miles an hour, right? The class I raced in. And it goes out of the corner so fast that it high sides, and it throws him off. And back in those days, they put old race car tires all the way around the walls of the track to soften the blow for young quarter midget and go-kart racers. So you'd hit tires, like if you ran into them, and it wouldn't hurt as much. Well, he goes flying into one of those. Now, mind you, all he's wearing is a pair of sneakers, a pair of denim cutoff shorts, a T-shirt, and a ball cap. That's it. I got a jacket on, a fire suit and a helmet and all that. So the go-kart flips up on its side, slides up the track, and somehow miraculously flips back over and lands upright on its wheels. But my dad goes flying into these tires, and the tires go everywhere. And I get out of the car, and I go running towards him. My mom comes running out from the little grandstand area. We think he's dead, right? We're sure he's died or he's seriously screwed up. And then all of a sudden, I see this tire go flying, and my dad stand up, right? You would think that there would be a certain reaction from a person who just got thrown into a wall by falling off of a race car at 70 miles an hour. My dad stands up and goes, man, did you see that car? Did you see how fast that thing came out of that turn? That was a thing of beauty. That was amazing. Meanwhile, he's scraped up. He's got road rash everywhere. One of his sneakers is back on the track. His shorts are hanging off. You can see his ass, right? His hat's missing. I'm like, Dad, you're really banged up. And he looks at himself and he goes, yeah, I'm pretty messed up, I think. He goes, but man, did you see the car? That was incredible. My mother's like, I'm married. My mother goes, I'm married to the dumbest man in the world. That was my dad. And here's the thing. He goes in the bedroom and he washes this all off, right? And he's like wiping it off with those white paper towels that come in the men's room dispenser at a racetrack or a public facility, right? And he's got no pants and shit, and he's like, your mom's gonna have to help you load the quarter midget in the trailer and all this. I put the stuff away. He gets in the car and he's driving home, and the whole time he's driving home, my mother and I are looking at him like, is he okay? And she asks him, she goes, are you sure you're all right? And he goes, as long as I don't have to sit on my ass, I'll be fine. So, that was my dad. Every dad story I have is just like that. Just like that. The stuff he did is absolutely incredibly crazy. But those are that's an example of some of the stories I tell on the live stream. It's usually stuff like that, and we have a good time with it. Unfortunately, I can't stick around a long time tonight, guys. I work at a golf course. I get up super early in the morning. It's worse than being in the military at my age. But anyway, I do enjoy that job and like working there, but I got to get to bed by a certain time. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks for letting me come on and tell a couple stories, man. I appreciate it, brother.
No, thanks for coming up on panel,
Take
man,
care.
and entertaining
Yep,
us
take
and
care.
everything. I appreciate it.
You take care.
Have a good night, everybody.
All right, you too, buddy.
You know, some of us still carry the Daily Carrier.
Cool. K-bar, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the standard K-bar for sure.
Let me see it. Let me see it real quick, Scott. Tony, rather. Oh, Jonesy's down there. Let me see the K-bar real quick, Tony. Wait. Stop. Yep, USMC. Yep, Eagle Globe and Anchor.
This is a newer model,
Oh, that's freaking cool.
but I have the older model with me also. I carry this one because, you know, it's handy.
Yeah, I love K-bars. Check that out.
Jonesy?
G'day.
G'day, mate.
Good day,
All right.
Jonesy.
Jonesy does great
Hey,
rock
Dave,
and roll videos from Queensland.
And
Sorry,
any
Ted.
good metal in
Has
there?
no idea where the hell he
And
is.
quartz.
Wendy said her permission slip is signed. That is pretty.
That's a
That is nice.
yeah, that's
yeah.
an algae. Yeah. Got the green, the orange. Anyway, that's the rocks, and that's around the. This is Boat Harbour Beach, and it's. I'm out of the wind here. It's about 3 degrees Celsius with a wind chill of about -4. So once I go out into the
Beautiful
wind,
day on
I'm
the
just
beach.
gonna keep walking, and if the noise from the wind is too much, just mute it.
Don't worry about it, Jonesy. It's going to turn around for you soon. We're gonna get the lousy weather here, and you're gonna get the nice stuff.
Anyway, here we go.
Oh, it makes me wish I was at the beach now, but I got to wait another week.
That one's swimming here, mate.
Do you ever get any Antarctic ice flows down there?
No, not this. No, not really. No, I think Hobart. That's the other side, right down the other end of the island. They could. I think they have, but no, not up here. We're the sort of northwest of the island. It's really wet sand, actually. This is all low tide, so all the sand here is all wet. The water was up here this morning. Anyway, my phone's
Good to see you,
best,
Greg.
but out and about with Radio Jonesy. How's that?
It's awesome, Jonesy.
I know. Hey, you need to get off of here, record this, and put it as a video on your own channel.
Oh, it's recorded.
Okay.
I've already recorded that side. I'm walking across here with you guys, and I'm going to film myself coming back from the other side.
Hey, Corn-Fed Life, how you doing? Thanks for coming in.
Hey, Greg. G'day.
Good to see you, Greg.
Sheena said hello, Jonesy.
Hi, how are we? I'm weird because it keeps me warm.
I'm waiting for one day for Jonesy to go run in the water.
That's today, right? He said it was really cold, so that'd be perfect.
Hey, if you eat them, if you go on that hot chili thing, I'll go in the water for you.
If I go in where?
If you eat that hot chip challenge,
Okay.
and I will take underwater camera in for a quick dip.
Okay, cool. That's gonna be viewers right there.
Yeah, but not gonna happen.
Not today. I didn't say
Wait.
when.
It is getting springtime over there now, so it's warming up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can't be that bad. I don't see any ice.
Baker's going to bed. Night, Baker. Thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate you.
Have a good night, Baker.
Little beach houses.
Done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it has occurred to me that we gather together to watch what Jonesy's doing halfway across the world. Hey, Jones, any chance of you going into the grocery store today?
No, I'm all groceried up. I'll do that.
Is that lava rock right there?
Yeah,
Black
yeah.
rock?
Yep.
Yeah.
That is kind of cool.
Yeah, volcanic deposit. That's nice.
Yeah, that's why I keep saying this is like Hawaii, but on the other side of the world where it's cold. You got golden sand, white beaches, blue water, a little bit colder. I'm just pulling my strides up and I continue to walk.
The salt water around here is pretty cold too.
So the way that rock is, that's how the lava kind of flowed when the volcano erupted.
Come on, Lisa.
Yeah, you can see I don't know if you can see the edge of the water on that green side there on the hills. That's really steep cliffs, basically, on that side there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I might actually have to look into the volcanic history of the island, I reckon. There'd be a story in that.
Yep.
What it looks like is deposits that have not yet eroded away.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're more solid of a deposit than what has eroded away, basically. But I'm sure that whole area was flooded with lava.
Yeah. Some beach fronts there. There's a bus going up the hill.
We get a lot of that up here in the mountains where I live. Volcanic flows and volcanic tubes and stuff like that. And you'll go across the prairie and you'll see a formation, and it's like, where'd this come from? Well, that's what's left from what's eroded away.
I'll get my steps in one go, showing you blokes the video. I'm getting skinny. Let's go over this. That's a big, actually that rock doesn't look big, it's a big rock there. See, like here you got the black rocks, and then you got the light coloured rocks with the white and the orange algae, like an ironstone, or I'm not sure what it is.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Well, some of those stones are washed down by the lava flows. They just pick them up. They don't melt the rocks, but they bring them with them.
That's cool how that looks, though.
That is very cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, prepare to lose, Rich. I haven't even looked at your team yet.
Here's a medicine ball. You can pick up for a
All right, grab it, Jonesy.
Yeah, so that's about as big as me.
Now, is lava generally like heavier than like regular rock or whatever, like a regular boulder?
No, it should be lighter, technically.
It all depends on what it solidifies in. If it solidifies in the ground, it's a very hard rock. If it solidifies in water, it's a little bit lighter of a rock. If it solidifies in open air, it is a pumice type rock.
It's got like pores in it or whatever.
Yeah, pumice is very light. It'll even float in the water because it's got so much air pockets within the rock itself. We got a lot of that up here by the Mount Adams.
Hey, Rich, brother, you may want to find somebody over there that knows a football expert. You playing me, brother.
So,
Is that one of those?
Okay.
What are they called?
Cuttlefish.
Cuttlefish, yeah.
Cuttlefish?
Looks dead.
Is it alive or dead?
No, it's half eaten.
Oh. What does a live cuttlefish look like?
Like a squid sort of thing. A bit like an
Google it.
Like a squid, not an octopus, a squid.
Hey, Google. What is a cuttlefish?
Oh, and you don't mess with cuttlefish either.
There's some nice houses here.
Yeah.
One of our famous
Hey, do they have trouble with patty melons from that behind them, from up the hill?
Yeah, we're a parking car. There's patty melon crap everywhere.
They even go down to the beach?
Oh, I haven't seen one on the beach yet. I don't think there's enough grass down here for them to eat.
Oh,
But
okay.
they might come and hang out. If I was a wild animal, I'd be chilling down the beach. She's still wet here. I'll go closer to the water. Oh, look. The sun. We almost got some. Oh. I'll be proud of this walk when I get home.
Oh, really, Rich? Do we have cuttlefish over here?
I think we do.
Greg said the patty melons don't ever go to the beach to work on their tan, Jonesy?
No, the fur gets a bit itchy with the salt water. How's that, Bernice?
Seems like it might be a little cold to work on your tan out there.
It is today. There's nobody here. The guys I was working with today said, you come down here in the summer and you can't move. The place is packed. There's nothing really here. There's one restaurant and one local shop and about maybe 100 houses, if that. So it's quite a nice sort of secluded location. And if my arms get too fancy, I'm going to find myself again. I'm might do that next week or this week.
A beautiful beach.
Yeah, this like I'm still discovering beaches here, you know.
Yeah, I'm sure you have lots of them to discover not too far from home.
Yeah, well, that's right. I'm still. I was looking at the diary today. This is my 8th month down here, so I've been here for 8 months, and this is the first time I've been to this one.
Lots of laughs, Johnny.
Alright, so where do I send my invoice for all the exercise and the video footage?
Hey, you're getting exercise for both of us.
Uh,
There's a bit of a pocket here. Tide's gone out and this footage got trapped.
What's trapped?
There's a bit of a. See how the beach is down lower?
Oh, yeah.
The high tide's gone out, like the low tide.
Is there any fish over there that get trapped?
Having a look. The Aboriginals used to.
Crab or something
Yeah.
like that where I live.
Oh, we've caught. Aboriginals used to make these actually as their sort of fishing hole. They put a bit of bait in here, and they'd build up the rocks around the edge. And when the tide goes out, the fish are caught in here eating the bait, then they're easy game. I really don't want to twist my ankle, so I'm not going to walk over those rocks there.
Not a problem. I wouldn't either.
yeah.
Just walk through the water. Just
Well, I'm not Jesus. I'm not Jesus, and I want to keep my boots clean.
Yeah.
But,
Don't trust anybody here, Jonesy.
you got that right.
I didn't want him to twist his ankle. Come on.
Yeah, that one is for sale. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that house up there on the hill, man. Golly.
And the staircase is there to the right.
Yep.
Oh man, our beaches are so rough that there's no way anybody built their house that close.
Right. Oh, look at these ones. These are right on the homemade retaining walls to stop the water. The water would have almost lapped that today.
Do you get king tides down there?
Yeah, sure do. Not
And
all
these
the
people
time.
still live that close.
Yeah, I reckon they paid a fortune to be there, and yeah, like you can see where the bush is over here, the scrub, and then it comes to the homemade retaining walls to save their land. And you can see where the grass is just. I think there's rock, this natural rocks on that left of this picture, and then yeah, it's right around.
Excuse you.
There's a bird up there, but he's too high. All right, well that's Jonesy out and about reporting. I'm going to turn it off now, unless you want to go in my pocket like that. I can stay here. See, I can do that and put you in my pocket there.
You got a
That
hole in your
works.
pocket?
No, but the phone's too big for the pocket. And I'll.
Oh, look what I have here, Gary. Look what I have here.
I can't see it. A bird?
Well, it looks like a pepper.
Did you say a bird?
I can't see you.
Hey, Johnny's a freaking pepper guy. What kind of pepper is this, Johnny? What kind of pepper is that, Johnny?
What's
Hey,
that?
Skipper. Thanks, man. Appreciate you coming up.
Good to see you, Nils.
Why not what?
Yeah.
Why not what, Johnny?
Half-grown one. I like that answer.
It started wrinkling and everything else. That's full grown. There was some that were bigger than this, but some of them only grew to this big.
Is that
It
your
looks
house?
like a chili to me.
That's what people have been saying. They've been saying chili pepper.
No.
Okay, where are we? So if you were watching this on a video, what would you rather see? Closer to the water or in the middle or on the edge?
I'd want to see the water.
I want to see all of it.
What's up, CFM?
Yeah.
Rich.
Well, some of them were like that long, Wendy. Some of them were like that long, and then that one was like this big. And that was my last one, though. I picked them all
Later
and
in
ate.
the season, peppers tend to get
Get what?
smaller.
Oh,
Earlier in the season, they're larger, and as the season wanes, they become. I don't know why it's the way it is.
Sheena said water, and Johnny said Sheena.
Okay.
He'd prefer to see Sheena than the water.
Yeah. Dead dog.
Yeah, what's up, DJ?
I'm gonna have the bit of touchdown this time.
What'd you say, DJ? You're gonna have to go to bed?
Yeah, I'm gonna go, but I will talk to you another time.
All right, buddy. Yeah, have a good night. I'll see you Thursday or
Alright.
something, or tomorrow.
Later, DJ.
Yeah,
See you.
yeah.
See you, DJ.
Bye.
Look out.
Thanks for coming in. Well,
I honestly think he's speaking a lot clearer from when I first heard DJ. He's sounding really good.
oh yeah. That's what Charlotte was saying too. He's, more relaxed these days, and it's clear. That's a pretty shot.
That's still a cool area, Jonesy. One of the reasons I can't go to places like that because I would jump ship and I'd be gone.
Wet boots.
What?
Wet shoes.
Oh.
Did y'all ever see that episode of Andy Taylor, where Howard Sprague went, off to live on a beach somewhere, and he was there for a little while, kind of got bored and came home?
Here we go. This one's going to go past me.
I think it would take me a while to get bored, especially down where he is.
Yeah.
There's so much to go see and do that we don't have here in the Northwest.
Yeah. Well, Howard Sprague was making, I think, chips in a bottle or something. And, it was just an interesting episode. It just makes me think about seeing the beach. Wendy. Who don't like comments?
So let me hold that like that. Actually,
I was wondering what you were going to do that.
Is that sun coming up or going down for you?
It's 4:10 p.m. over there. So I think it's just like hanging out behind the clouds.
Don't worry about that, Wendy. It's all good.
yeah, the sun sets about 6 p.m., 6:30. So around this time of year now. About 4 weeks ago, it'd be dark this time. It's amazing how quick it changes.
It is. I mean, even for us, we're going the other direction. Days are getting shorter.
But see the sun out there and the white and the clouds and the look over the hill. She's nasty and grey, and it's supposed to be coming from the southwest, but the wind's pushing from the east, so it's a bit different.
Oh, the earthquake's been in your area.
There are, yep. Like there hasn't been buildings collapse or anything like that since about 2000. But yeah, we do get them.
Hey Barry, what's up?
All right, Johnny, you can keep your spandex though.
Yeah, I agree.
Wendy. We don't need no fellers and no spandex. I'm just saying.
I don't own any, and I'm very happy about it.
I don't need. I mean, don't get me wrong. If that's what you like wearing, that's okay. But just please put on a robe.
I'll stick to my blue jeans and my hiking shoes and my flannel. Love my flannels.
Jonesy's playing a game of kick the cuttlefish.
I was, but that one was sticking.
You can't cuddle with them, so you might as well just kick them.
Yeah, I suppose I better get some rock shots for my video.
Come on, Wendy. If you don't like fellers in spandex, who does?
Bat fillers and spandex. There you go.
There was a guy come for a surf down here today wearing the full steamer body wetsuit, and he had a bit of a surf, and he just said the water's still too cold for him.
In a suit, and he's saying it's too cold. Wow.
He said, I'll come down for the exercise, but I really wouldn't come down this time of year.
Put my suit on. I can handle pretty dang cold water.
Well,
I think we're a bit soft over here.
haters gonna hate.
Alright, so I got plenty of beach. Need to do some coloured rocks.
I love the color of the algae for sure.
Yeah.
All
It's
we
usually-
get around here is crustaceans and green algae. And don't get me wrong, the green algae grows big, and we get a lot of kelp on it and stuff like that. And yeah, the crustaceans are good eats, but we don't get any of that orange stuff, which is really cool to see.
Yeah, that is.
Kelp makes a really good fertilizer.
On the east coast, which is probably 3 or 2.5 hour drive, it's all like this, hey? This orange.
Thank you.
Only a few places over here.
So you have a lot of crustaceans on your rocks or anything like that?
Yeah, sure do. Like these ones here probably don't get wet enough. But
A little bit of barnacles, yeah.
where are we? Yeah, there's down
All
here.
right, I'm not a pirate. What are barnacles? I'm not a squid either, so I don't know.
A barnacle
Bit of
is a
sea
type
urchin.
of a type of urchin that attaches itself to rocks, builds a hard calcium shell around itself, and they can get pretty big.
They also use form on the bottom of, I assume.
Oh, no, that's kind of cool. What is?
I know you
I don't know.
get on wood ships. I assume they do metal ships too.
That stuff's kind of cool in there.
Yeah. I better film it with my other camera.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cindy. Cindy's got a migraine.
Oh, that sucks. I used to have those, then I changed my diet.
Oops, sorry about that.
Sorry about that, Cindy.
So I'm not looking at the screen. You haven't got this bigified, have you?
No, you want me to bigify it?
No, good. No.
Gary, he said no.
But it's so beautiful.
And I'm so mischievous. I'm just.
I think you're safe, Johnny. You'll be all right.
Where am I going now? Aim for a subject. Where? Here we go. Aim for a subject. Start filming. Pan away. And slowly turn.
Find the closest girl in the bikini.
At 3 degrees, I don't think so.
Mate, the wind chill's the killer. If the wind stopped, it wouldn't be that bad. Excuse me. Alrighty. Well, you've seen all this beach, basically. Camera's still on.
That's a great little walk, Jonesy.
Oh. Well, I thought if I'm up here, I might as well show you guys instead of driving in the car, getting home for 5 minutes. Hey, how you going?
Did you run into somebody out there, Jonesy?
There's no one on the beach, mate.
Oh, he thought you were talking to him. He thought you said, "Good day, mate," and they said, "How's it hanging?"
Low and middle.
Well, mine's not hanging very much at all with this cold weather.
It's after hours. Hey, Gary, is your mama watching?
Oh, I haven't seen her.
Be right back.
I'm not going to give her your channel. I'm just playing. I told her to come on if she wanted to. She sounded like she was interested in watching the Tammy live video.
Good night. Good night. Nothing but love. Thanks for coming in.
Yep. We appreciate it.
Good night, CFM. Good night, Rich.
Man.
Have a good night, brother.
Hey.
What's that?
Rubbish.
Trash? What's
Yeah, I
trash
think
doing
I'll
down
get rid
there
of
on
it.
the beach? Hey, Tony, how you
The
doing?
wind could have blew it.
Good to see you, Tony. Other
Good
Tony.
morning, Tony.
We got two Tonys.
Okay. Well, welcome to Wednesday, people. I'm already
Hey, John
there.
boy.
Send us back the lottery.
I would love to. I just went and bought some tickets. That's when I showed you the 5 million draw. Well, when I went to pay for that, the lady said, "Do you want one for the 40 million?" I went, "Oh yeah, I'll give me some of that action." So I only bought a little ticket, but you got to be in it to win it. Once I leave the beach on the other side, it's all rock, real volcanic rock. So, let me film this for my editing.
I wonder what the
So
odds
no one's
are.
going to watch this because I've already seen it. But I'm going to put some funky music to it.
Cindy, is
A
that
little bit
low?
of reaction.
Hey,
Have a
Emily.
Carl.
Thanks for coming in.
Oh, yeah.
Night, Carl.
Hey, Emily. Is that low or high? Is that does that mean it's really high or really low, Cindy?
What are we talking about? The tide.
The barometer, barometric pressure. Hey, Devil Dog, you got the weather set up on there, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Well, let's try it out. Let's see.
Bit of driftwood. So the water's come all the way up to here.
Not a problem, Rich. Appreciate you, brother.
Current humidity is 100%.
That means it's raining.
Maybe a little.
Ours is supposed to drop down to 20 this weekend. I got a fire hazard warning.
Is that the barometric pressure or humidity? Probably the humidity.
I wished our humidity was low.
For my area, our humidity usually stays around this time of year 58, 60, 75. But the wind's not coming off the ocean right now, so it's gonna drop and start coming back down. And yeah, I got a notification earlier. It said we're gonna get 20% humidity and fire danger. And of course, 90 degrees.
That's not good. Doesn't sound like a very lovely combination.
No, I guess that's why they put out the fire warning. So I think, all the areas around me are just going to shut down any kind of outdoor burning. This campground here has not yet, but I would be surprised if they do.
Well, when they say that, are they talking about cooking as well, or is that excluded? I'm sorry, I just don't know. Seems like they still let you cook. I would think.
Jonesy lost.
I think Devil Dog recorded himself another on. Devil Dog, can you explain that barometric pressure on range 29.30.3? And she was saying if that's average, Cindy, and you're 29.6. I don't know if that's
Right now, my humidity is 57% and the pressure is 30.01. So right now, it's kind of dry for my area.
Tell me to ask you, how was your month?
Tell him good day, mate, Jonesy.
They wouldn't understand me.
They wouldn't understand you. Why not?
Hey, Kettle Kitchen.
Good day, mate.
They're Chinese too. We get a lot of Chinese tourists here.
Oh, okay.
She's blown a go.
Is there a koala up there?
That's a Norfolk pine tree.
That's a pine tree?
Yeah.
I can't hear you. What'd you say?
I just think, tell it's a pine tree.
Norfolk.
Yeah, pine tree. That's an island. And that's they like planting them around the beach.
Okay, Tony's trying to get people's attention. Hello, Cindy Brown. Hello, Southern Sonagrown. Hello, Johnny Small Pepper. Hello, Stone Wolf Outdoors. Hello, Radio Jonesy. What's up, Rusty Bent but not broken? We will go to bed in about 32 minutes.
Really?
That sounds about right for me.
Yep, 2 o'clock, 32 minutes, and we'll head off to bed. Tony, I was going to email you. I'm so sad, but my video won't be out on the 8th. Grill broke, and it's been raining every day. I'm good. How you doing, Rusty Bent but not broken?
Well,
Storms Radios and Cat says, sounds like Jonesy's dragging the camera through water and sand, LOL.
Yeah.
Cindy Brown, is that Patty Melon Poop?
not at all. Kettle Kitchen.
Cindy Brown, Jonesy, Cindy Brown said to say ni hao to them. Ni hao.
Ni hao?
Yeah, to
Well,
the Chinese tourists, say ni hao. That means hello.
Okay. Well, my phone now is.
Run towards them and say ni hao, ni hao.
You don't want to scare all the Kiwis, man.
All right, Johnny. Thanks for coming in, brother.
Good to see you, Rusty Bent.
Well, my phone must be on the last legs because it's a very dark screen. I can't see.
It still looks beautiful from here.
Okay, well, that's a lot of red rock, volcanic rock beach, I suppose. This is still Boat Harbour, but all along the coastline there, it's all these sort of sharp rocks. I don't know if you can see them islands in the back, or the headlands in the back there. Anyway.
Cindy
I
said
got a
it's
second.
hello. Actual translation is you good.
Is you good?
You good?
You good?
You good? You good?
Actually, my daughter speaks Chinese or Mandarin.
Have a dog? Can I ask you a question?
Nope.
Okay.
What's up? What's the question?
But you said I couldn't ask it.
I was kidding.
Mhm.
What do you
Well,
want?
you already asked your share, right?
You just asked me a question by saying, Devil Dog, can I ask you a question? Which you did, so it's up.
Okay.
No, what's up?
I just every time my name comes up, you skip over that one to go to the next one.
I don't know what you're talking about. I never seen nothing about Gary.
Well, I'll joke you then, as long as we, let's see, unless you deleted them. See, there's one right there.
Cool looking, Jonesy.
I'm pulling up my pants right now. I'm losing weight and my pants are getting looser.
Right
And I've
there.
got two hands on two cameras, and it could be
And
embarrassing.
There he's trying to say Gary, but he misspelled it.
What's up, Rusty?
He was trying to say,
No,
you were
he was
keeping
calling
up.
me a guru. That's what he was doing. He said, Devil Dog's a guru.
No,
What's up, guru Devil Dog?
You know that's not what he said. That's kind of funny. He said, "What's up, Gary? And how you doing, Devil Dog? What's up, Devil Dog?" He said,
No.
"Hey, Gary." You know it is. And see,
No.
he even
No.
changed it. He even spelled it right there.
No, I was like, you know, the guru that knows all.
Four selection.
That was awesome, wasn't it, Tony?
That was close.
Meow.
Jonesy's phone went dead.
See,
Okay.
Rusty knows. I know what's going on. I just don't understand it. That's all.
Tony, Kettle Kitchen, you can come up on panel. Come on, what you waiting on, Tony? Personal
Yeah, come
invitation
on
or
up.
something? You don't need no personal invitation. Rusty bent but not broken. You can come up. And I'd like to meet you.
Let me in here.
I'd like to meet you in person. Talk
When
to
do
you.
you welcome to come up too?
Wendy knows she can come up, but I am going to bed at 2 o'clock. I'm getting off here. I ain't staying in no after hours tonight. I'm going to bed.
Well,
I'm tired.
you need your beauty sleep. That's for sure.
He needs like 6 weeks of beauty sleep.
I do too.
That still wouldn't do no good, Tony.
I can't argue with that. You know, I sleep very little myself, so. But at least I sleep in a hammock.
Hey, we don't want to hear about your underwear, Tony. You and your banana hammocks and stuff. That don't interest me. You only got 27 minutes left, Rusty, till you can go to bed. Hey, Gary, you can come up on... Gary. Barry, you can come up on panel. You haven't been up on panel in a while.
That's true. Well, he hadn't been on your panel.
All right, Tony. Have a good night, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. All right, Wendy. Stay down there tonight. Thanks anyway.
Well, have a good night, Wendy, and have a good night, Tony, and Tony at Kettle Kitchen. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in.
Yep. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it.
I'm definitely going to finish my Fosters.
That's brilliant for Barry. Now, why didn't you show Jonesy that when he was up here? Because he would have said that's not a beer. He said that's what.
This stuff's made in Texas.
He would have said that's boogers. What am I saying? No, I'm reading.
Hard to find is the little koozie that You can
See-
put it in though.
Wendy just messed me up because I was saying that's water to them, and I said that's boogers because of what Wendy typed. She typed, "I'm here, boogers."
She's talking to you.
She could be talking to me because I thought, well,
Okay,
she
Gary,
was going to bed or
Gary, this is kind of getting boring now. We need some entertainment. Go get Bella.
something. Sure, why not? Bella. Come here, Bella.
Cindy, I can get Bucky koozies. We have Buckies.
Bella, come here, girl.
We have Buckies here. I live about, I don't know, 35
I've never
minutes
seen a
away from
Buc-ee's.
one.
Is that a drink?
Well, no, Bucky's is a gas station with like 100 pumps out in front of them.
Okay.
And
Now I
18 wheelers,
understand. Yeah.
18 wheelers ain't allowed there. Oh, she's getting so big.
She is. She really
Hey,
is.
Bella. Hey, Bella. 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 Hey, Bella, you pretty girl. Bella. Bella, you're a pretty girl, Bella. 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 What is that?
That's Otis scratching and moving the table.
Oh, did I scare him with the did I scare him with the growl?
I don't think so. He's still just laying down. Otis, stop. Yes, Bella's a good girl. Bella's a very good girl.
Hey,
Sweet.
Bella. Bella. Bella.
Don't be biting.
Bella. Otis. Otis.
He ain't paying no attention.
Otis, what are you doing?
He likes leaning up against the table. I do not know why.
It's
See if I can get
shaking.
my dog to come up and say hi, but he's being grumpy today.
Hi, Bella. She's trying to bite. She's trying to play. Bella. Nope is the answer to that question. Bella. Bella. Hey, girl. I hope that little white stays on her nose. I hope it don't go away.
I think it will.
Come here. Come
Who
on.
is this, Tony? Oops.
He doesn't want to come up and say hi.
Point the camera down to him. At him.
Well, there's no light, so that
Oh.
won't help.
Oh, okay. What's his name?
Bjorn.
Bjorn? Okay,
Bjorn,
what,
yeah.
what language is that?
Norwegian.
Okay, gotcha.
Come here.
Bjorn.
Come on.
Bjorn.
Come here.
Come here, Bjorn.
Come here.
Bjorn. Hi, buddy. Hey, look, Gary. It's black and white like Bella. Hey, Bjorn.
Oh,
Hi, buddy. Bjorn. Hi. Hi, buddy.
Yeah, he's a big old beast.
Who's a meanie, Wendy? Grrr, meanie. You see
My
what they
dog
were...
is not happy unless he's sleeping under the motorhome.
Oh, really? Did you
My
see
other
what they-
one, you won't see her. She's black as all get out. She's laying right here next to me.
Do you see what they were saying, Gary? Wendy and Cindy?
I did not.
Okay. You got to start from the beginning up here. Right here. Wait, let's see.
Let's see.
Wendy said, I'm talking to all you boogers. I want koozies. I love bookies. I would love any swag. We are having one built. Oh my God, so cute. No, that was a dog. Swagga's Devil Dog best mods ever. Yes, Wendy, we are. Will he read chat? Doubtful. Grr. Meanie. A sticker at least for me, poopy head. That's Mitchell. She must be talking to Mitchell. Mitchell, come in. Hey, Mitchell. What's up? Oh, he is so cute. Wendy, I got some of those.
Yeah, I was quite lucky to come by the Foster's koozie. I'll say that much. Down in Palm Springs, and this guy saw me drinking a Foster's and goes, "Hey, you need a koozie," and walks over and hands me one.
It's cool. I'm looking for your live. I'm not seeing it.
Whose?
You're on the TV.
It's there.
Well, I know
I did
you're
make my own.
Oh, that's cool.
A brown. This thing is, you can see it's really thick. It works really good. I made this on a peg loom.
Huh.
I do a lot of weaving, so one of those things I do.
I
cool.
got you. Gary, why are we having topside view of you?
That way you don't see my fat hanging down.
I don't
Oh,
give a
the
crap.
extra one?
I don't give a crap about your fat, dude. I ain't taking you on a date no matter how much you beg.
I ain't asking you for a date. I wouldn't go out with you anyhow. You don't fit my standards.
Hello, Janet Homestead, where you are. How are you doing? Thanks for coming in
You
tonight.
got it right this time.
I always get it right, Gary.
That's not true, Devil Dog, and you know it.
I can't wait till that dog gets super big and super heavy and jumps up on your lap all the time. Put your legs to sleep.
It's gonna get big.
Yeah, my dog, he is a lap dog when he's in the mood, and oh my gosh, he'll put your legs to sleep in a heartbeat.
Bella. Get him, Bella. Get him. Attack. Sick. What's the German word for it?
Got the puppy chew anything syndrome.
Yep. What happens if you grab her muzzle and hold her mouth shut?
Well, right now I just don't want her to.
Yeah, but take her muzzle and shake it like a little bit.
No,
Like
I'm
like
not
you're-
trying to agitate her.
like you're playing with her.
I want her
Come on,
to.
it'll be entertaining for us.
Yes, come on. Take her muzzle, like now grab it hard and shake it just a little bit. There you go. Get him, Bella. Get him.
Get him.
Get him. Get him. Get him, Bella. Get him, Bella. She's playing with you. Look at her doing her paws. That's cute. See, the trick is you don't let her bite you. You don't let her bite you, but you're playing with her. So you grab her muzzle, shake it a little bit, tell her good girl, and then when she tries to bite you, just back off. Never let her get you, kind of. But see, when she gets a little bit older and she realizes, how hard she's biting, she'll learn to play bite. And actually doing that and letting a dog play bite you, nobody else, because like my dogs will bite, they would play with me and bite me, but they wouldn't do it with my wife or son or anything else. Letting them play bite you like that is actually a treat for them, a reward. So
Yeah,
when,
Bjorn's the same way.
Yeah.
He will chew on me,
yep.
but he won't touch anybody else.
Yeah, whenever they bite somebody else, you got to tell them no, and be firm with them and everything else. But then, you let them bite on you. Well, you don't have to, but it is a reward. It is a treat for them, for you to play with them like that. And then they know who they can and who they can't play bite with like that. And yeah, puppies don't know their own, you know, how sharp their teeth is and the strength of it. But as they get older, they just barely grab onto you a lot if they're play biting.
Yeah, he'll grab my arm, you know, because he bite my whole arm. But he doesn't do any damage. He just sits there and pokes at it, you know. But boy, when he was a puppy, those little sharp teeth, ooh.
Okay, I missed some stuff. Okay, Janet, hey love. That's why you just sit on the floor so you can cuddle puppies without your legs going to sleep. Hey Janet, I have a house full. Come cuddle them all. Oh my God, I totally would. Cindy, you can have one. Where are you at? California. Damn. That's a long drive. Where's Wendy? She's in Georgia or whatever. Road trip.
Wendy is in East Tennessee.
Oh, Tennessee.
Yeah. She's up around Knoxville.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be heading out mid-November, going to Idaho and then Utah, Nevada, New Mexico, and then Arizona and probably California.
Wendy said, I ain't pulling a coyote, getting halfway there and breaking down. Man, coyote broke down 3 dang times on that trip. And they were trying to get him to buy a new truck and everything else. Bella. 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 Bella.
Yeah.
Bella. But if
I missed the puppy.
But if she gets too hard, if she bites too hard, just tell her firmly no. I mean, you ain't gotta spank her or anything like that. Just tell her firmly no. You know.
I usually go with the ouch.
I guess you could do that too.
She's got me a couple times for real.
Gary really goes with the ouch, but it ain't a firm ouch. It's a high pitch ouch.
Night, woman.
I don't think he's going to. I think he would have bought it already. He ain't getting a new one, I don't think. He has a warranty on the one that he's on, the one that he has and everything. He does. Jarhead. Type Jarhead. Because every time he comes in a room, he says, that's the first word he says, he calls me a jarhead.
Hey, Jonesy.
Jonesy's back.
So, Jonesy.
Oh, 11 minutes, guys. We're going to shut this thing down. Bella's our entertainment right now. We're waiting
Kind of dragging it out, huh?
Yeah, we usually keep it. If anybody wants to come up and they have something to talk about, they can most definitely come up and liven up the panel. Hey, Guitar Shocker, how you doing? Outdoors with Big Matt. What's up, buddy? Oh, he is going to go look at a new one. Okay. Yep, Jonesy's in the car. Hey, Krubby, how you doing?
Tell him not to get a Ford.
Whatever. I guarantee you he's going to get a Ford. Yeah, my Gracie, my crazy dog normally, she's about halfway through her pregnancy, and she's like gotten real freaking loving and everything else. Oh, somebody's here. It would be Jonesy in the car. What up, Jonesy in the automobile?
Tell him he's driving on the wrong side of the road.
Wendy says they got 2 Ford Rangers. Jonesy, you're driving on the wrong side of the road, buddy. Be careful doing that. Hi there.
Well-
He's looking. Hey, how you doing? Oh, Jonesy went bye-bye. Hey
This is my
there.
old girl,
What's her name?
Ruby.
Hi, Ruby. Ruby.
She can't hear nothing.
Oh, really? She deaf?
Yeah, hearing's gone. Eyesight's about gone.
Yeah, my old girl, she blind in one eye. She got a little bit of cloudiness in the other eye.
All right, I'll let you back down.
And I don't know, but it's funny because she could be sitting there, and you could tell her, to do, instead of going forward, you like go potty or whatever, and she'll do a big circle to her good eyesight where she can see it, and then go out every time. Jonesy's got a cat.
Yes, I have, unfortunately.
Jonesy's cat's name's Cat, right, Jonesy?
That's it.
That's a good name.
Hey, I once had a dog named Dog.
He won't forget it. His cat.
And my last
Jonesy,
cat was named Jack. He lived up to his name.
Well, this cat was brought to my place by the daughter, and the daughter left the cat. So
You know, I've had that happen with my boys. Not with cats, with dogs. Oh, you got a nice parking spot.
Cindy said,
No.
Cindy said, watch out for the roos and dingoes.
Yeah, I'm in my car. I'm pretty safe. There's no one there, and there's one person there.
Wow.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah, just hold her when she does that. When she does that, just hold her where she can't get to you, Gary, and say no.
No. No. I said no. No.
More along lines, I don't care what you said. Leave me alone.
She started calming down.
So how'd you enjoy the beach walk?
It was awesome. Look at those
That
waves, man. Those waves are
Great. It was great to see your area for sure. That's what I love about a lot of people's videos is getting to see where you are, whether it be towns or landscape, it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm not there. I may never be there. It's great to see it.
Well, yeah, maybe I'm too headstrong in what to put up as a video. Maybe I should just film. Oh, hey, I gotta take a call. I gotta go. I gotta drop out, guys.
All right,
All right,
Jonesy,
Jonesy.
take it easy, buddy.
Have a good night, Jonesy. Good day.
He gone.
Good day. Good day, Jonesy.
He gone. Well, guys, we got about 6 minutes.
Okay.
We just need Bella to bite him a good one.
She already did. He already yelled. I can't get Gary to go in too much pain.
What day is today? Tuesday? Actually,
Yes, sir. Today's Tuesday.
Tuesday night. All right. We got another show on Thursday.
Correct.
Midnight. And you got a show at 7:40 on Saturday. And mine will be directly following that at 9:00.
Yeah, and I think tomorrow Al and Dave
Correct.
Collier have their lives.
Well, that may be why I missed Alice a few times.
Yeah, I think you're at work when those guys run their live shows.
Well, yeah, but I tend to come on. When night is that? Friday or tomorrow?
Tomorrow
Okay.
or Wednesday.
Okay. Well, then I'll be.
It's Wednesday for you guys. It's not quite there for me.
Okay. I'll be where I can watch it probably. I like, Dave's was one of the very first live streams I came into. Would you quit, Bella? Quit.
No.
That's my purpose.
Telling a dog to quit does never work.
No.
Well, she'll learn the word no, and then she'll know.
Exactly.
Don't bite my nose either.
Don't bite my nose.
Yeah,
All right, Wednesday. Just to let y'all know, if any of y'all are interested, on Wednesday.
Okay, Bella, you go back in your thing.
At 1 o'clock, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is on. At 2 o'clock Central, we have, 2 to 4, we have, I think, is when we have I'll Chafe My Back Step. At 3 o'clock, we have The Numis Maniac. At 4 o'clock, this is Central Time, guys. 4 o'clock, we have Dave Collier Camping. 7:30 Central, we have Life with Mountain Folk, Fred and his trivia. And then 11 o'clock, we have Warrior Heart Fishing. That's what I have in my book for Wednesdays.
That reminds me, did you notice that last night Robbie wasn't on?
I did not, but was I sleeping or something? Did I go to sleep, or was we doing something? Because I didn't go to Robbie's last night. Maybe I checked and seen he wasn't on, and then fantasy football, I would be happy to, if anybody is interested in fantasy football. Well, I was explaining it earlier, and see, now we got 3 minutes, so this is going to be a Cliff Notes version. But
I can tell you what it is. Easy.
Okay. No.
You've got a roster that you fill. You fill it with individuals playing pro ball. You score points or what according to how that individual does. The end.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it is. I've played it before back when I watched football. I won a few things. A few seasons. Sorry, go ahead. You do play another person. They match you up against an opponent. And their players score points. Your players score points. If you score more points than them, you beat them. If they score more points than you, they beat you.
At the end of the season, the winner is the one with the most points.
Well, the one with the most wins. Or they come, we had a playoff season. So they, one would, the top teams would play each other. And then, one would win, one would lose. One would win, would advance.
It's really
David, Matt.
It's really not, Cindy. Let me.
Good, man.
Jonesy's back.
Made it back for what, 2 minutes?
Good.
Yeah, I just had a call from a future employer. So,
Oh, you got like 30 seconds for the stream ends.
oh, well, don't forget to check out Radio Jonesy. Like and subscribe.
Good plug. Good plug.
Australia Radio, Indie Radio, TV.
Yeah, well, that one, I'm going to start working on that too, actually. Going to do a song of the week and stuff like that.
By the way, I really like that video you put out. The one
I heard my mate's song. I was just listening to some music. I heard that song. Straight away, I pictured used to. And I thought, I'm going to get some video, but then I would have to download hours and hours and hours of you, because you don't do little ones, of views together. And then I thought, I'll just take some pictures off my camera and just put a slideshow up. And
Well, I enjoyed it.
Okay, let me show you this. It's free to play. Hey, good night, She Devils. Thanks for hanging in there, hanging around. No, I'm going to show you, Cindy. It's real easy. Okay, and yeah, you can go to a league and just play for fun to learn it and everything else. But if you see here, well, that one hasn't drafted. This is the one that we just did today. Now, if you look, if we play right now, my team is predicted to get 119 points, and his is predicted to get 120 points. But you can go here, okay? This is my team. These are the players. There's quarterback, the positions. There's quarterback, wide receiver, running back,
Oh, that's
tight
so much
end,
easier than the way we did it on paper.
wide receiver, running back, tight end, and this is the people on the bench, okay? Now, if you look over here, you can see the player's name, the team they play for, the position, which is a running back, and that's why it's RB. They play it Sunday at 1:25, so you can actually go watch in live time their scores, but not on this page, okay? And what you can do is you can click on here, and it'll tell you about, it'll say quarterback, his number, who he plays for, when his bye week is. You can go here, see what he's ranked, and then how he's doing as far as pass yards, pass TDs, interception, rush yards, rush TDs. These are his season stats, okay? You can also see they will have, like, Lamar Jackson threw for at least 235 passing yards in all but 2 of his healthy games for the 2021 season. It tells you about him. Now you can go to game log, you can go to stats, you can go to history. Now, also they will have, let me go back and show you this. Well, hold on. Okay. Right here, you can actually click on the player, and it'll tell the games and everything else and his stats and stuff like that. So you don't have to really even watch a football game. If you're all about the numbers and stuff, you can look up what each little thing. See, this is it's kind of small, but that's pass yards per game. That's the how many attempts he made. His percentage of passes that he thrown was 58%, and stuff like that. But then also during the week, if you have a player that's injured on your roster over here, let me get back. I'm on the wrong screen. There we go.
so what do you get if you win?
Well, in this league, it's free, but you can play in leagues to where it's easy, Wendy. Once you
All you get here is bragging rights.
Yeah, all you get here is bragging rights. But there are leagues that I've paid to be in, $20 a season, $50 a season, whatever, and they will pay out like first place or first, second, and third place or whatever. Well,
Yeah,
that's fine.
well,
No, you don't pick out an offensive line.
Signal.
Leagues I used to be in, we only paid out for first place. Everybody paid
Well,
the $25 to enter, and the winner at the end got all the money.
Yeah, it actually depends, I mean,
Yeah.
on the league you're in and how they how they do it, what the rules are and stuff like that. But
Hey, do y'all play with the defense?
yes, there is a defense.
Oh yeah, defense scores
See?
points too.
And then,
Well,
like, if somebody's hurt or something, if they're questionable to play, it'll have a red Q over here. If they're out on injured reserve, which means they're out for like 4 to 6 weeks or whatever, it'll have IR, so you know to take them off and put them on your bench and put one of your bench players in their position. So, and then if there's news, it'll be like this right here. See, Dameon Pierce, okay? He is a rookie running back for the Houston Texans, but you see how this right here is highlighted blue. You can hold Hold on, let me get over here.
It's a woolly.
Okay. See how this right here over here is blue?
Right.
You can click on that, and if there's updates, and it'll tell you the latest news about him. Okay, right here, it says he's a rookie for the Texans, but it says Pierce is listed as the running back number 1. If it was RB3, that's the third string running back, but this is first string running back on the Texans' unofficial depth. Texans running back Dameon Pierce is listed as the number 1 running back, which you want. If they're number 1s, you want to start them. If they're number 3s, you may want to bench them because they're not going to play a lot, and you're not going to get a lot of points. So 1s and even 2s sometimes, But on the Houston's unofficial depth chart, heading into Houston's Week 1 matchup against the Colts. Advice. It gives you advice for it. No surprise, based on how the preseason went, Rex Burkhead is listed as the number 2 back and could siphon off a third down role, but Pierce is likely the lead back of Houston's committee entering the season. Opponents ran for 4.4 yards per attempt against Colts in 2021. Is Pierce probably the best regarded right on the running back 2-3 borderline for Week 1 as we wait to see exactly how the touch. So it'll give you hints about to start them or sit them or, things like that. You can always find advice on whether to start them or sit them. But once the season gets going, you will see players with a lot more points at a certain position than another one. And all you want to do is you want to start the players with the most points, because and it'll tell you.
Well, is the scoring still based on tackles, yardage?
That is actually okay. That is actually depends on the team. Okay. On the team rules, because whoever is the commissioner, which the commissioner in this one is Cobalt 66, okay? You can go in here and read, let's see, let me go to Yahoo Fantasy. You can read the, okay, this is a different one. See, this is YouTubers. You can, and it'll go to league rules and stuff like that. And see, this is the matchup for this week. I'm going against Rich and Leo Angling. Cobalt 66 is going against the Devontae Adams, which is Black something or other. Chop Suey is going against Traveling Fools. And Beverly Moffitt is going against DJ, Cartoon Raiders. Now, DJ's never played fantasy football either. And so I'm going to, try to talk and help him. But see, if you look, DJ's right now is scheduled to beat Beverly Moffitt. It's not proven. I mean, hey, David Corey with Crop, thanks for coming in. It's not, this is just an estimated thing. A lot of times, if it's close or if this one's estimated, it could go either way. See, Traveling Fools is scheduled to, but you can go down here and there's a schedule, ratings and levels, and it'll rate it'll have your win-loss record, win-loss tie. It'll say how many points you scored against the opponent and how many points they scored against you. There's the waiver wire, which means if I drop a player and the waiver wire would be like if Cobalt wanted to pick him up, Cobalt has first choice at picking him up. If he don't pick him up, I'm second on the waiver wire. So I have a chance at picking up somebody drafts. Now, if he clears waivers, that means nobody's picked up a player that somebody's dropped. Then anybody can pick him up. That's what the waiver wire is. And like here. Say what?
Wendy was saying, I'm sure you explained it very well. Let's see, what was her statement? I'm sure you explained this well.
True.
I don't think you did.
Okay, well, whatever.
Well, in the old days, it was, everybody, it was a free-for-all. Whoever got the highest points per week. And then at the end of the season, whoever had the highest points won the season. It was never head-to-head. But we were always playing on paper. We had to get the newspaper to get the stats.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it used to be. Yeah, that's how I did it and stuff too. But see, now what it is is you'll play a certain number of weeks. Let's see. Let me find the schedule right here. Schedule.
16, right?
Okay. No, there's 17 weeks in a pro season as of last year. They played their
'cause
first
you're
17
playing all the
season.
weeks. You don't get the bye.
Well, they played their first 17 season, 17-week season last year. But the thing is you're not going to play all 17 weeks because the championship game will be in the 17th week. You'll
Right.
play for however many weeks, and then after that they'll take they'll match up, whoever goes to the playoffs, they'll match them up. Whoever wins that, they'll advance to the quarterfinals or semifinals or whatever, and then the two highest ones, or two that's left, will go for the championship.
Randy, you don't have to worry about keeping up with stats. The
No.
computer will do it for
Yeah,
you.
the computer keeps up with stats for you.
Yeah, that sure beats the heck out of the old days.
Yeah,
Let
and
me-
then
Let me address it for just a second. Ultimately, you draft the players that you like, and if one of the players has a favorable matchup, typically you start them. If your players do well, depending on how your players do, they score points. If they don't do well, then they don't score many points. If they did have a really good game, they score a lot of points. You try to, put so many running backs in, so many wide receivers, probably one quarterback, one defense, and probably one special teams player. And your players score so many points, and they try to score more points than you do. The team with the most points wins that match. Next week, you play somebody else, just like in a regular game. That's ultimately how it works.
So how's the defense rank against offense as far
Well-
as point scoring?
well, that's what I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find his the way he set it up. Okay,
You-
right here. Here's the thing. Okay, it's a live standard draft, which we did, which was a snake draft. It's not a cash league, because if it was a cash league, you can win money and stuff. Max team's 10. We only had 8 that signed up for it or whatever.
You're welcome.
There was a minute between draft picks. Scoring types head to head. Start scoring on week 1. It goes down about no maximum trades or anything else. Trade review, league votes. That means if somebody tries to make a trade and it's a bad trade, somebody's trying to stack teams and trade a good player for bad player, you can vote no on it. That's how the trade goes. Votes required to veto a trade is default. I don't know what the default is. Weekly waivers, that's the waiver wire, is 2 days. If somebody drops a player, then that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up through 8 is what I told you in order it goes. So whoever's 1 gets a first pick if they want to pick that guy up. If they don't want to, number 2 gets it. But what you'll do is you'll try to pick them up, and if and the thing is after the waiver wire ends, the 2 days, if 1 didn't pick them up and 2 didn't pick them up, and the third person who's on number 3 on the waiver wire wanted to pick them up and they chose that player would go to them. If nobody chose it at the end of 2 days, anyone can pick them up.
Okay, so it's a free for all.
Well, after the 2 days, yes, but
Right.
because that's the waiver time. But initially, there is a waiver order of who gets to pick them up.
You wouldn't believe how many 4th or 5th round draft picks ended up being the stars.
Okay, right here, the playoffs. The playoffs, there's 4 teams in the playoffs, week 16 and 17, and that's the playoffs. So whoever wins week 17, the higher seed wins, the playoff tiebreaker. So whoever wins week 17, they win the championship. There's the
See, the thing is
positions.
that you're making it way too complicated for most people to understand if they hadn't
Well,
done
then I won't explain it. They
Okay.
asked how it does. I'm explaining it from top
We
down,
had
dude.
He asked how the defense is scored,
Yes, and that's what I'm getting to right here.
but you hadn't touched on it yet, and you've spent 5
Because I was going through the waiver. I'm going right down the list, dude.
minutes. Okay.
You want to go ahead? Go ahead. Take over.
I'm not on that program. I can't show you a program, but I'll be glad to. See, ultimately, it depends on how well your defense does. If they give up a lot of points, then they score poorly. If they score a touchdown, they score just like any of the other players, and you get points. If you give up points, you lose points.
Well,
It's
you
pretty
get a point for your quarterback and your receiver if you do it that way. And if it's just a running back, you only get the points for the running back, right?
Yeah.
No.
If they're the one that scores,
Are you gonna let me? Are you go? Yeah. See, Cindy asked for details, so I'm just going through and telling her the details.
No, you're doing good. Don't worry about it.
Well, not according to Gary. I just hadn't got to the point yet.
Okay.
Okay, this is scoring. This is scoring right here. Okay, you have a quarterback, a receiver, a running back, or a tight end. So for every 25 yards that a quarterback throws a ball, you get 1 point. Okay, but the quarterback gets 1 point, but also who he throws it to gets 1 point. So if a tight end has 27 receiving yards,
he gets a
at
point.
the 27 yards, he'll get 1 point for passing 25, and it's 1 point, correct? If that tight end or receiver or running back scores 75, has a total of 75 plus receiving yards, they will get 3 points. Exactly. That's how that works. So if a quarterback throws for 200 yards, he's going to get a point for every. So he'll get 8 points, a point for every 25 yards, no matter who he throws it to. No, you don't have to pick centers. You don't have to pick any offensive linemen or anything like that. Passing touchdowns. So if a quarterback throws a ball to a receiver and they score a touchdown, the quarterback will get 4 points, and the person that caught the ball for the touchdown will get 4 points. Now, see, normally it's 6 points in most leagues, but this one has it set to only 4 points.
You're only looking at the quarterbacks. Look at the other wide receivers and the running back.
No, the receiver gets it too if it's a touchdown
Yes.
he receives.
Well, I
Yes,
understand
a receiver, a tight end, a running back, any eligible receiver that gets that receives the touchdown gets 4. No, the 4 points.
It's right there on the screen. It shows you.
Oh,
what
okay.
the
Passing
touchdowns are.
touchdowns, huh?
You're looking at passing, not receiving or rushing.
No, I'm looking at passing touchdowns.
No,
Right
receiving
here.
touchdowns is 6 points.
Yeah, I see it down here. That's standard. I don't know why passing touchdowns. I guess you get the. I don't know. I don't know what the 4 is because you get the 6 points.
Should be 6, yeah.
It should be 6, but they have passing touchdowns here at 4. I hadn't got to down here or looked at that yet. You're going ahead. Now, if a quarterback throws an interception, the quarterback gets -1 point. So if he's at 10 points and he throws an interception, he goes down to 9 points. Rushing yards, 10 yards. Okay, passing yards, I guess. I don't know why it has the passing yards because, see, this is what I'm used to. Okay, that's 25 yards per point. And in rushing yards, if a running back runs 10 yards or a quarterback runs 10 yards, they get a point for that, for every 10 yards they rush. If a running back runs for a touchdown or a fullback runs for a touchdown, they get 6 points. See, this is stuff that he has set up that usually, if you get a reception, I guess. So if you have
I like
8 receptions,
that. I mean, half a point for a reception. That's
yeah, if
pretty
you get
good
8
for a receiver.
receptions, if you get 8 receptions, you get a half a point for every reception. So that would be 8 times half a point. So it would be 4 points for that. You get a point for every 10 yards. And then, of course, we went over the receiving yards. Now, return touchdown, if your defense gets an interception and runs it back for a touchdown, you'll get 6 points. Or if it's a punt and the punt returner runs it back for a touchdown, you'll get 6 points as well. You get 2 points for a 2-point conversion, like if they score a touchdown and then they go for a 2-point conversion instead of a field goal, you'll get 2 points, or an extra point after attempt. You'll get 2 points for a 2-point conversion. If your running back fumbles the ball, he'll go down 2 points. Whoever scores gets touchdown. If you catch, yard, and fumble, and I recover it. Okay. Offensive fumble, return TD is 6. Yeah, of course. Okay, now here's the field goals. Okay, if it's 4th down and you're not punting, you're kicking a field goal. If it's 0 to 19 yards, you get 3 points. 20 to 29, you get 3 points. 30 to 39, you get 3 points. If it's 40 to 49, you get 4 points. If it's 50-plus yard field goal, you get 5 points. Even though in the game they only get 3 points, but in fantasy, if your field goal kicker kicks a 50-plus yarder, like Jaime Fairbairn last year kicked a 61-yard field goal, then your team would get 5 points for that. A point after attempts, after they score the touchdown, they kick the extra point. That would be 1 point. And then this is how your defense gets points. Now, you generally your defense starts with a default a certain amount of points, and it goes up or down from there. If a defense gets a sack, they get 1 point for every sack they get. Interception, they get 2 points. Fumble recovery, they get 2 points. Touchdown, they get 6 points, of course. If they get a safety, they get 2 points. If they block a kick, they get 2 points. Kickoff and punt return touchdowns, of course, 6. And then here's where it goes up or down too. This is where it starts out at 10 points. Okay, the reason why is because at the beginning of the game there's 0 points. So defense hasn't allowed any scores. So your defense will start at 10 points at the beginning of the game. Yeah, Corner Clubhouse, Cobalt 66. We just drafted today. David Corey, I went live for 3.5 hours trying to get players, and we only got 8 players, but we drafted because NFL starts Thursday. Now, if anybody wants to start another one, I'll be willing to be in 2 of them. It don't matter. I've been in 4 or 5 of them before. But see, from the 10-point start, if they allow 1 to 6 points, it goes from 10 points down to 7 points. Now, you can have the 7 points here because you've allowed 1 to 6 points, and then add points here. So it would be 7 plus if you got a fumble recovery, that would be 2 points. So your defense will have 9 points, but your defense can go up and down. So if your defense is at 7 points and the opposition scores between 7 and 13 points, it'll go from 7 to 4 points. And that's how. And then if you allow multiple points, like 35 plus, like so. If Texans are playing the Colts and the Texans score 49, then the Colts defense would have negative 4 points, but they would have, anything additional here. And an extra point returned, you'll never really see that, I don't think, but that's if they somebody tries to kick a field goal, they miss the field goal, but the defense catches it and runs it back, then it's 2 points, I guess. So that's how he has this league scoring. So,
who does the mathematics? Who gives the numbers for all the points?
Who does what? I'm sorry, Jonesy?
Where does that come from?
It automatically totals it up live.
Who decides what?
It goes by stats. It goes by stats. So as you're watching a game, you could be on this right here. Actually, you'll be on. This would be live. It would be matchup probably. It would be matchup like this. Yep, exactly. You would be right here, and you see right now it's 0 to 0. Now here's the thing: you have some players. You have some players because of the draft that's going to play Sunday at 10 a.m. And then you're going to have some players that play Sunday night at 5:20 p.m., some that may play Monday, and some that may play Thursday, like there. So if you're actually on this page while your specific player is playing, it's going to automatically update right here, the totals down here, and the points right here of your player playing, because you got players from different teams: Philadelphia, Minnesota, Cincinnati, Giants, Tampa Bay, so this ain't going to be.
Hey, what's my
the
team?
game? What's your
What's
what?
our team? Yeah, who are you supporting?
Well, my team.
I don't think there's a team down there, Jonesy.
Edibles.
Oh, I've got Devil Dog a team for next year down here. What team am I going for over there?
The Texans, man. Houston Texans, but I don't expect them to be that great this year. This is kind of their second year of a rebuild year, because Bill O'Brien, the former head coach of the Texans and general manager, they made him general manager too, traded away our good players and screwed us and everything else. So,
You could be like me and be a Hawks fan.
But see, you can actually. Okay, right here,
Yeah,
Cindy.
sorry.
Also, right here, Sandy. You see the projected? That's PROJ, projected points. Right here, Jalen Hurts for Philadelphia quarterbacks projected to have 22.93 points, whereas Lamar Jackson of Baltimore Ravens is projected to have 2401 points. Now, if you scroll down and stuff, you can see this is the projected total, 119.19 to 120.91. It's a real close projected game, but it could be lopsided. Who knows? But you could also see this is your these are your active players, and show bench players. Okay, these are your active.
What if the quarterback makes a problem?
The quarterback makes a problem.
Can he lose points? The quarterback?
Yeah,
just say
can lose.
He throws a
he can. Yeah, he can lose points by throwing interceptions and stuff like that, or fumbling, and. But as you see right here's my active players. Well, here's my bench players right here. So if I see Patrick Mahomes is 24-12 for this week, and he's 24-01, Lamar Jackson. So because of the team that they're playing, even though Lamar Jackson was higher rated than on the draft than Patrick Mahomes is slated to score more points than him. So what I might want to do in the first game, NFL game start. God,
I just thought I'd tell y'all good night. I'm heading to bed.
Good night, Gary.
See you, Gary.
Oh,
There we go. Almost back home.
He didn't have to bring himself up on big screen to say goodnight. We could hear him.
He's
okay. So I'm going to my team here. Okay. Now here's my team. So because Patrick Mahomes is projected, where's his projection? Well, to score more than Lamar Jackson, I'm going to take him and I'm going to switch him. So now, because I switched him out, I'm going to probably, and if I can go through here and see, let's see. I don't see the projection over here. There's the.
Cindy's asking you if you're going to do updates.
Hold on. Give me a sec. Let me find my save button. Save changes. What did I do? Okay, quarterback. Okay, that should be good now. I guess it's saved. So if I go over here to matchups again, who's asking if I'm going to do what?
Cindy Brown is asking if you're going to do like a weekly update for your team.
I don't know. I guess I could, but it wouldn't be on my regular time because I bored Gary to death, I guess. He left.
No, throw another time and do a weekly update Tuesday morning or something.
But see, show bench players. Okay. Now, 119 to 118. So see now where he was projected to win a second ago, now I'm projected to win. So, and then I can also go through and see, okay, my two wide receivers here, they're projected to hit 11.83 and 10.5. So I can go down here and look for wide receivers, which is here and here, and this is 11.69 and 11.13. So that one is higher than Brandon Cooks. So I can go over here to my team roster and pull Brandon Cooks out and put in who was the higher one? I don't remember who it was. I'm gonna have to see. Maybe Adam Thielen. So let's see if I did right. It should have the projected over here too, but I guess not. I guess I got to keep switching back and forth. They've switched this up a little bit, this format, but there's ESPN, there's NFL.com, and there's Yahoo Fantasy. All three of those are the three different ones. Let's see. Yeah, I put in the right one, I think. So now it's 1183 and 1113. Show bench players. And wide receivers is 1169. Now I put in the wrong one because this one's higher than... Let's see, wide receiver. Yeah, see, that one was at 1050, but this one's at 1169. So I'll switch those receivers out.
I wonder if there's any Australians playing this year over there.
I'm sure there may be if they like football.
No, they got a few punters, a few kickers. You know, the guys that run up and do one kick and run off.
Well, see, here in the NFL, there's two different kicker positions. There's a punter and there's a kicker. Okay, the punter is when it's on. The punter is when it's on fourth down, and on fourth down, the punter kicks the ball to the other team, and because it's a turnover, they're switching sides, and then a kicker is the one that goes out there and kicks for points.
I'd have to Google how many Australians are over there because a lot of the clubs come out and you'd be surprised of the kickers. They come out and get them from the AFL because that's all they do is big punts, big kicks. Actually, ask Google how many Australians will play in the thing and see what it comes up.
In the what? In the NFL?
Yeah. See if there is
Google. Are there any Australians playing in the NFL?
According to The Guardian, Australia's Daniel Fa'alele is set to become the heaviest player in the NFL after being drafted by the Baltimore Ravens. For Melbourne-born Fa'alele, 22, selection with pick number 110 completes a wild journey since he left Australia at age 16 with a rugby and basketball background.
There you go.
There's
at least one.
Yeah. I reckon there'd be a kicker there somewhere.
Hey, Google, are there any Australian kickers in the NFL?
Here is information from Wikipedia.
In the 2018 season, 30 FBS teams and about 35 teams in the second tier division. That's FCS had Australian punters.
If you can kick, you're letting them play soccer.
No,
Australians in American football. Okay, there's a Jordan Mailata, original sport rugby league, original team position, South Sydney Rabbitohs under 20s team, initial NFL team, Philadelphia Eagles. So,
yeah.
There may be more.
I just remember watching a news report showing whatever the club was come out and they basically paid these guys to come over and be kickers in the NFL, and all they do really, and they said from all the hustle and bustle of AFL, and now all they do is basically concentrate on that one punt. They got to get it all their timing right, and and they just practice that one kick. So he said,
Well, if
that's,
you can, I mean, in the NFL, if you can do that one kick, you're doing pretty good.
yeah. Well, if you watch a VFL game, that's all they do for the whole game, or an AFL.
Right.
That's all they do. They just punt all day
But
long.
see, here's the thing too. You could have and this has happened to me several times before, but Allen Robinson, that is projected to have the most points out of my wide receivers, may get hurt or have a bad day, and somebody on my bench like Brandon Cook could have an outstanding day. And had I had Brandon Cooks active and playing on my bench, I would have won the game or something, but because I didn't, I lose the game. So
yeah, man, there's an art to it, for sure.
But I mean, it's pretty fun and stuff. I mean, like I said, you don't have to watch football if you kind of look on here how they're doing, going by their stats and stuff like that. It's not real hard.
But with with the computer and everything else, the stats are so much easier to come by than the old days.
Yep.
Yep. I remember the old days. We used to do it in soccer, English Premier League soccer.
Right. Same thing. You are reading the papers. You are betting on the team matchups kind of thing.
That's it. And
But
the paper will give you the...
If you want to pick an offensive player against a badass goalie, you may not want to pick that offensive player that week.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what you can do as well, see, I only have one kicker, one defense, and one kicker and one defense and one tight end on my team. Now, TJ Hawkinson, he's pretty good, so I'm going to leave him there. But you see Green Bay Packers has a projected points of 5.97, okay, and it could be who they're playing that week, which is Minnesota or whatever. So if you want to, you could actually go to players here, and you can go to search by position, and that would be a defense, okay, and all available players.
Yeah, there's a lot of numbers involved for sure.
And then you can look over here, and usually it says where. I don't know why it's not doing this, but you can see who's available, and usually you could see how many points are projected. See, these are the actual. This is preseason. This is actual.
Hardcore Copper.
Hey, Hardcore Copper.
Hey, cool cover.
You can the little plus, means to add them. But then when you add them, because my roster's full, I would have to drop either a player or my defense or something like that.
Well, it sounds like you really enjoy it.
I do. I mean,
he might be slightly into it, yeah.
See, and right here it says right here, add drop suggestions. It's saying to basically add Amari Cooper and drop Dameon Pierce, which you can actually compare it. Or you can go over here. It says to trade them or to add Christian Kirk and drop Dwayne Singletary or whatever. So you don't have to listen to suggestions all the time, because right now I wouldn't do it. But see, that's trade. That's to trade Cartoon Raiders DJ.
Tell you what, this very nice looking neighbour of mine just come out of the house next to me, all dressed up in her lycra. Single mum, going for a walk, all rugged up in. You can see every inch of everything in the lycra. I don't know why they wear it.
Good for you, Jonesy.
Well, she was very nice. She's a lovely lady, actually. And she smiled and said, "G'day, how you going?" I turned around and I thought, who the hell's this? And then I realised who it was. But, yeah, they're very nice people around here. Very friendly. Oh, it's been one of them days today. I got a job offer of a completely different work, doing the same stuff, and with no responsibility. Just turn up and do what they tell you to do. And yeah, so got 2 training days tomorrow and the next day. So yeah, who knows? I think my radio career's. Actually, I got to do 2 hours of that tonight. Fuck, I forgot about that. Oh, sorry. Forgot about that. Jeez, I'm letting that guy down. But yeah, there'll be a mate of mine. You'll find this mate of mine from Boston. Oh no, yeah, the New England. That's Boston, eh? Well, New Jersey.
No, it's nearby.
No, this guy's from New Jersey. He's likes what he sees. He's one of these guys. He comes in and watches what we're doing. He's a radio guy and a music guy.
Copper,
and me and him.
I'm gonna take the mod away, but I gave you mod so you can. Yeah, you can. I just did that so you could drop it. I'm not even gonna take the mod away. I'm gonna leave it there.
I've already got your copper. Yeah. Well, anyway, interesting times ahead. I should have come here 30 years ago. There's so much opportunity down here. It's unbelievable. There's not enough people for the work.
Right. I'm gonna leave it there, Copper.
I get my kids. Yeah. There's my agapanthus.
Awesome.
All in a row. Who knows what these little blue flowers are, but they flower very nicely. And
Good morning, Peterson Farms in Nashville. Thanks for coming in. Hey, he said good morning, mates.
G'day, mates. How are you? I love that guy's channel. Oh, Peterson's Farm. What's your first name? I keep forgetting it. He's got a lovely voice. Really nice voice. If you haven't.
Jonesy was showing his plants. Now he's just showing his face. He don't need to be.
They just changed that right out, didn't he?
Yeah, take him off big screen with him showing his face.
Well, I didn't know you were big screen with me.
I'm just playing with you, Jonesy.
I'm trying to get a contract. See all this stuff here, solid concrete. Absolutely been here for who knows 80 years or something.
Yeah, I've built a lot of those in my time.
The top of the fence is sort of disintegrating, so I'm getting an excavator and we're going to knock all that probably from this layer up and make like another 2 or 3 layers back, because we really don't need the front yard. And if we can layer it up, then we're going to have a nice little ramp going across ways that way. And I don't know if you can notice it, but here to get up, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Well, it sounds like
22.
A nice place
22.
for like a pond, a stream, and another pond to me.
Yeah, I'm going to do that at the back. But there's 22 steps just here, right? Just here.
Yeah.
And this is the high side of the house. Like, why wouldn't they have the steps, which we're going to put in on this other side, which, you watch this. I walk down here.
Wait a minute, Jonesy. Stop real quick.
Yep.
So, when you're showing us the pictures of the docks and everything, the boats and stuff out there?
Yeah.
Which window are you doing that from?
Yeah, that's the lounge room. The next one next to it, that's the sunroom or the. See that?
Okay, so there's this bottom window right there. Yeah, right where your finger
that's
is.
That's the daughter's bedroom.
Okay.
She's got the whole downstairs.
Oh, okay.
That's the lounge room. That's the sunroom.
No. Sorry, that's the bedroom. That's our bedroom. That's the sunroom, and that's the the lounge room, and the dining room connects to the backyard.
So you're doing it out that big window in the middle there.
Yeah, that.
Okay.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one, the big one. Okay, cool. I was just curious.
All right. Well, look here. This is where the paddy melons go up the side. All right. They
What,
jump on there. Yeah, you see their claw. You see their tracks. Like they jump up, and then go through the dirt there. That's where their tail and everything drags over. See where it's all
really?
dirty?
Really? Wow.
And they squeeze underneath some of them, and other ones actually jump over the side of this neighbour's place, and they jump this 5-foot fence here. But I can fix that problem. But like here, I could honestly have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about seven steps, say from the car to the fence line. Why wouldn't they put? And I'm going to put.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I can't understand it either. And actually, look, there's a fossilized dry one. It's been sitting there for a while. Anyway, that's a bit disgusting. And if there's a under the house door there on this side, and we're going to make another room and it enter the house from the bottom level.
Okay.
And then when we get really old, you put one of them little 20 grand lifts in, and you just there'll be a lift to there, a nice little ramp coming down this way. Oh, hang on.
Cindy says she loves patty melons.
Well, I don't hate them. I don't like them eating me vegetables and me flowers. So why don't they jump in there and eat all that? I don't know.
And Peterson Farm says his first name's Phil.
Yeah. G'day, Phil. Nice to finally know. But you got a great voice there, Phil. I just love the way you talk slowly about all the tractors and the stuff that you're doing. It's kind of relaxing watching you do that sort of work. Believe it or not. But, you have got me off big screen, have you? No.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you were ready for me to take you off big screen.
Let me go up the steps. This is more exercise, but I've been getting a twinge in the old Achilles tendon. So,
well, that's never fun.
No, but anyway, that's just looking back out again. Hang on, I should go sideways there. Yep. Yeah, so, and see here, we're just going to do a deck just here.
Okay.
And we're probably going to lose land from about here. So from about here, we're going to still cut it back. And then we're just from the house to here, we'll just have a nice little deck to hang out the front. Look at the neighbours. Say, how you going? Invite us over for a cup of tea. Yeah.
Hey, Charlotte. Yeah, I was getting off. Gary took off. We were ending it at 2 o'clock, and then they asked me questions about fantasy football. So I stayed here, and at 2:27, Gary left. And I told him I was going to bed at 2 o'clock, and now it's 2:49, and I'm still here.
Think of them hours. How you going for your hours?
I got about 2,000 left, 1,900, something like that.
Yeah, you must be eating into it.
Yeah, Copper. Okay, you may get a raid coming soon. I'm like, I'm trying to get off here, and then she said, "Oops." She said, "Not my fault."
Yeah. So
So when's your next live, Jonesy?
it's gonna be. Oh man.
Our time is Saturday at 1. Hold on. Yeah, Saturday at 1, I think. It is our
In the
time.
morning.
It's 4 his, yeah, in the morning, 1 a.m. here, where it's 4 over in Australia.
Tony, whenever Tony does his Saturday night kettle kitchen, whatever he does, Blue's in that panel, and she said, because she gets up early to do that, she's happy to join me, and like she'll do one week and I'll do another week. And she talks a lot of English. Yeah, she's into Blue Self-Reliance as her channel, and she's into, yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Hey, guys, thanks for coming in. Rhonda Tolliver, the lucky one. Richard Metcalf, Down to Bayou Stacking. If y'all would, anybody that just came in, type USMC, or, yeah, go ahead and type USMC in, and Nightbot will drop your link. And so we can connect to y'all. Great, Scott. Appreciate the raid, Dreadpool.
Someone raiding you, are they?
Yeah. Copper brought some people over from Dreadpool.
Okay. Yeah, well, anyway, it's all good. Yeah, so whatever time that is on Saturday was when we're going to go live. It's going to be late night for you guys, but
middle of the night for me.
yeah. But I'll probably do something else too, but I haven't worked out. I just got to work out times that does. I don't want to.
If I know the time, I'll connect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 1 Central here, which would be 11 your time, Tony.
Yeah. Well, she whatever time Tony finishes on Kettle Kitchen is the time Blue's gonna. If it's me, I'll go live straight away, and Blue's just gonna get a cup of tea and a coffee or whatever she's gonna do, and then come on. And then when it's her turn, she's just gonna leave it for a bit until she's right, like whether it's 15 minutes. But anyway, we'll see how we go. I think she's a good partner for me, but the best thing is the other guy, my mate over at WHER, he wants to get involved with me to do one. So he's in North Carolina. So if he can, we can work out a time that suits us and him. Yeah, we're going to do one just talking music, really. Who's released what's going on music in his area, what's going on music in my area, what new songs have been released. That's really what I'm into. With you guys, I'm just showing you the Crocodile Dundee tour of Tasmania, you know.
I haven't seen any crocodiles yet.
No, not down here, mate. It's too cold.
Rhonda, if you could type USMC, so Nightbot dropped your link. I think I have everybody else.
There's a bit of grass growing there. I put some seed out. It's obviously only done a little bit there. Yeah, over here, this was all bark under the clothesline. And I put seed out and put some dirt on top of that seed, and that's coming up. I have to rip out all this stuff. All this greenery here is onion grass, like onion grass,
Thank you,
onion
Rhonda.
weed. But I've got to learn how to poison it, but it's just crap. That's how you pull it out properly, roots and all.
Yeah,
and you just got to
make sure you get all the roots.
Yeah, well, you got to chuck it in plastic bags, tie up the plastic bags, and send it to the tip that way.
Exactly.
That's what they want. Yeah, but I've got one row there of it, a little bits and pieces here, a little bit up the staircase that I'm building there, and a little bit over this side, which is a lot really. But the rest of the yard is pretty much couch grass, and it's growing pretty good.
That looks good.
Well, it's up there. Yeah, Once my plan was to spend me money out the front, and then when all the front's finished and it's pretty, spend a little bit whatever I got out the back here. But that's the plan. But if the weather holds out, we'll get the guys to come out to do some work. But yeah. But apart from that, I can't really complain. Life's good. People are offering me work. Yeah. How's about yourself? You've decided to sit around for how long before you make a move there, Tony, with your camping lifestyle in your location?
I'll be a week where I'm at right now, and then I'm moving on to the beach.
Yeah, well, cool. Sounds like a plan, brother. Have I convinced you? Have I motivated you?
I can't wait. You know, you're just egging me on right there.
Yeah, but look at I'm wearing a thermal beanie to keep my head warm. I'm acclimatizing, but I tell you, after 8 months down here, I'm really, I'm outdoors.
So, how much nice weather have you had since you've lived there, Jonesy?
We got it in March. Was lovely. March and a little bit of April. It was nice and mild, and like lows were about 8, highs were about 15, 16.
That was your fall, right?
Yeah. So, and they said the summer was one of the hottest summers that they've had here for a long time, but I think that's just the news. I said that to a few of my friends here, and they've said, "You're kidding me, mate. Last year was terrible. We've had better summers." So,
well, this last summer down here was terrible, man.
This year for us wasn't bad. Last summer got into the 112 range. That was a bit much.
Oh, we had 117 heat index here, and at times and stuff like that, and so with the temperatures and the humidity and everything else.
Yeah, but you're a Texan. That's all part of life down there.
Yeah, that's true, but that's why my plants. I mean, this was the first time I ever tried to grow plants, and it was horrible on my tomatoes. My maters.
Oh, I'm sure that was hard to keep up on the taters or tomatoes.
The what you call it went okay. The peppers.
Did you have
okay. Do we have what, John?
Did you have wildfires? Was there many wildfires this summer?
Not here in Texas. I mean, wildfires are mainly in California and
Oregon and California. Yeah. I don't have many up here by me either. We had a really wet spring, though.
Yeah, see, here's the reason why. Even though it's so hot down here and it's been dry, we also have a pretty high humidity. So in order for stuff to spark up, because of the humidity and stuff, it's not dry. Whereas California and those areas, it may be hot, but it's also dry. There's very little humidity, and so it's like, easy to start fires and stuff. Yes, Great Scott. I watched one of your video. I hit a thumbs up, left a comment. Same thing with same thing with All Things Silver and Rhonda Tolliver, the lucky one. And I had already subscribed to the Bayou.
And I'll go through the. Oh, do you leave the chat in your video when it's finished?
Yeah. I'll have a
look at that and go through them as well, because I haven't. StreamYard on my phone is good.
It's all right. It's 1 a.m. for me. I think I'm gonna have to call it.
Yeah, it's 3 a.m. here.
It was a balmy. I think it's 6 p.
6 p.m. there, yep.
Look at that. It's still got light. Let there be light at 6 p.m.
And just so y'all know, the great Radio Jonesy is in Tasmania, Australia. And
Yes.
if y'all love music, check out his other channel, ARI, which I will drop that link right now. And if you want to check out Out and About with Radio Jonesy or whatever, just Radio Jonesy in particular, where he does show us patty melons, which are little kangaroo variety. And in a couple of weeks here, he'll be showing us penguins that come in and stuff like that. He shows us
awesome.
a lot of beautiful stuff over there in Australia. Check out Radio Jonesy. And I will drop that link right now too.
All right, I want to thank everybody for being here, and thank you guys for letting me being up on your panel. And I'm going to call it a night.
All right, buddy. Have a good night.
You too.
Thanks. See you, Tony. See you, mate. Have I made your night entertaining?
And if any of y'all want to come up that just came here and tell us about yourself or your channel or whatever else, feel free. Links pinned at the top. And if nobody comes up here, I'm going to call this here pretty shortly, real shortly.
Yeah, mate.
I was meaning to get off here at 2:00, and it's hey, Auslander, what's up, buddy?
Auslander, go them Tigers. Sorry, mate.
I love it, Jonesy. He said night. He just gets here and he says night.
Yeah.
He said that's right. He can mess with me about my Texans here shortly, probably. But I want to thank y'all for coming on. Just to let y'all know, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, midnight to 2 Central Time, we have the Good Cop Bad Dog Show, which my good cop left it to a little bit after, about 2:27. He gets tuckered out real easy. And the reason why is he works second. Go the Tigers. The Tigers. Tiges, apostrophe S.
Yeah, the Tigers in New South Wales come last this year too. The Balmain Tiger, or the West Tigers, I should say.
He goes up with the Tigers, down with the Mags.
No one likes Collingwood. Collingwood's everyone's team. Collingwood claim they're Magpies. They're the team everyone supports, like their second team. It's like everybody hates Collingwood. Isn't that true, Auslander?
Yep, that's the Auslander. That's what Auslander said.
Yeah, it is. They can say it as much as they want, and they do say it. They talk it ad nauseum. Oh, we're everyone's second favorite team, blah, 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 blah.
Wow. Charlotte, she said, y'all, I did a shorts video tonight, first one in over a year. That baby has gotten over 3,000 views so far. I'm in shock.
Wow, nice.
And Carlton is right. You there too?
Yeah, well, Carlton's a really nice place to hang out with music and stuff down in Melbourne. That's a really cool area for music.
And then he says, on the bugger them scale.
Well, look, if my phone dies again, my battery's gone a little bit dull again. So.
Well, if your battery goes dead, Jonesy, and you fall off, I'm gone. Because I ain't staying up here by myself.
Well, if you want to, I can connect the laptop up. I'm just in the room.
That's all
here,
right. I'm gone gone anyway. Right. Real shortly.
I'm going live in 10 minutes.
You was giving me a reason, and then you try to change it.
Well, I'm going to go live in 10 minutes. You can start for another 3 hours.
Are you going live in 10 minutes?
No.
Okay,
No,
I
I
was
gotta
gonna say. I was gonna
I
say,
wouldn't do
Jonesy,
that
I'll
to you.
start it. I'll give you a thumbs up, and I'm gonna be here, but I'm gonna be ninjaing in my bed.
That's all good, brother. I just thought that you'd like that beach today, and
Oh yeah,
if
that
you
was
haven't,
awesome.
if you haven't seen the beach footage, when this finishes, yeah, rewind it, go back about an hour from here, and yeah, have a look.
You know,
It was,
okay, Nets, thanks for coming in. And Auslander said, "Oh, poor little Texan can't handle a little old larrikin." Withdrawal. Beach was good. Oh, Tony said beach was good. I don't understand that Aussie language over there that Auslander's talking.
well, Auslander's out like Western Sydney, so he's got a bit of a drive to get to the beach where he's set up. He's got a bit of a drive, and he can go to the southern beaches. He can go. I suppose I reckon he wouldn't go to the northern beaches, but they got some lovely beaches that way. But he could, where Auslander is, he could drive, I don't know, half an hour and he's into the nice countryside.
Yeah, he said about an hour,
Okay.
give or take.
Yeah. Traffic in Sydney too can be a real pain, I tell you. I'm glad I got nothing to do with that anymore.
Did you used to live over by Sydney?
Yeah. Before when we got married, we decided to set up a business in Sydney, and that ran for a number of years. And when the kids were getting born, it was time to decide to relocate somewhere just outside of Sydney. So
okay.
I'm like a country boy at heart. I don't like, I don't like suburban Sydney, to be honest.
Yeah, that's me.
Not the people, but the actual. Just it takes you forever to get somewhere.
Yep.
Everyone seems to have bills. Bills seem to be dearer for some stupid reason. You got to drive through tolls to go anywhere with your car. It's no. Come down to Tasmania. I'll tell you what. There's jobs everywhere at the moment. If you're a young bloke, if you know any young blokes who want an adventure, you tell them to come down here because there's that much work on. I can't believe, like, I'm an old bloke and I'm getting job offers left, right, and centre for jobs I haven't done.
Did you leave Windy and come back? Auslander said, and I reckon that half the people now are getting their licenses in Cocoa Pops packets.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Hello, life and everything else. This is a dead end stream, meaning I'm going to end it pretty shortly here. Stonewolf, Tony said he was going to bed and he's still hanging out too.
He's probably laying in bed.
There's
Hey,
Blue Self-Reliant saying morning.
It's my partner in crime. Look at that.
Jonesy Auslander said, if you don't mind a few cross-eyed gals, Tassie is okay.
You'd be surprised, buddy. I thought that too when I come down here, but I'm very much surprised. And people are just nice. Everyone just wants to talk to you. Everyone's friendly. Everyone wants to, help you. It's really good. Like, blown away, really, with this part of town, anyway. I wish I'd done it years ago.
Auslander said, yeah, standards drop with age.
Nah, I'm telling you now, mate. I've lived country, New South, like Werris Creek country. I've lived Lake Macquarie. I've lived Central Coast. I've lived Sydney. I'm down here now in Tasmania, and I'm telling you, this is probably, apart from being a little bit colder, this area is fantastic. Everything's close. Everything's just the scenery. You can go skiing. There's a ski field. Like you can you just got to go look at Tasmania, mate. Everything's pretty well. Furthest you got to drive is about 4.5 hours, and that's the longest from one diagonal to the other diagonal of the island. But yeah, I wish I'd done this years ago. With any luck, I can drag my eldest daughter down here with the grandson, because I think he'd have a great opportunity down here. But so has anybody out there seen the Devil and the Angel video?
I have.
The song? Yeah. That's my good.
I commented
oh,
on it.
Yeah, Gary's asleep, eh?
Yeah, Gary's asleep.
He won't watch the replay, will he?
No, probably not.
Well,
He don't even watch regular replays. He plays them, but don't pay attention to them.
Well,
Granny said,
Sean,
Charlotte said if
Sorry.
I didn't have grandkids, I'd move there in a heartbeat.
Oh, you'd love it, Charlotte. Honestly, you'd love it.
And, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, when you do get your package, the parcel inside that's going to be a CD signed from Sean Lidster. So the actual song, it's on that's the album track. He signed a few and gave them to me, but they all say to Stephen, best wishes, all the best, Sean Lidster. I just thought you might enjoy it, so I just chucked it in the bag.
Oh, that's awesome. Appreciate it.
Oh, wait, see how long it takes to get there, man. It might take 6 months.
Charlotte said that was a great video, Jonesy.
Thanks, Charlotte. That was, yeah.
And Tony said, wish I would have done that, done what I am many years ago. I guess the nomadic lifestyle and stuff.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Well, I got friends doing that too, eh?
Auslander's a pain in the butt, man. He's like in a glittery surprise.
Well, it might be some of that dust he's inhaled in the Middle East sending him a bit bad. Or some of this, But you must be a pretty cool dude, I'd reckon, Auslander. I reckon you'd have it.
he seems pretty cool. It seems like he likes joking around like I do.
Yeah. Yeah, sure does, Wood.
Great Scott, I appreciate you, man. Everybody, if you don't have Great Scott, he stuck around here. And hold on, I'll drop. Wait, she already did. Never mind. He picked everybody up and supporting everybody and stuff.
Yeah, nice. It's a good community. I'll tell you that for a fact. Like I've only been here for a number of weeks, and everybody I've met here has been pretty nice. There's been a few voices that really you got to watch out when you put your headphones on. But apart from that, there's some really cool, cool people. And I have got sensitive ears.
Everybody loves Jonesy, man. Everybody in the community loves Jonesy.
Oh yeah. Tell me, wife. I haven't said hello to her yet. I've come home. Hello. she just. She gave me a rude hand gesture. Just, made a coffee and walked away.
That's crazy.
See how that light's fading fast?
Yep, I do.
Yeah. Well, what did you say the team is? The
Texans, Houston Texans.
Houston, as in we have a problem, Houston.
Yep, that's it. See, I was born here, raised here. Well, not raised here, but I moved all over, moved back to Houston and stuff. And We had the
There I
Houston.
go. Hey, phone's dying. See ya.
Okay. I'll see you
See
later,
ya, mate.
Jonesy. All right, guys. Jonesy's out of here. I'm out of here. I want to thank everyone for coming in. Blues, Charlotte, Peterson, Tony, Auslander, Great Scott. Appreciate you coming in and subbing to everybody. Anybody else that's left in here that I do not see anymore on the chat and you're hiding or whatever, I appreciate y'all coming in. I appreciate everybody that came up on panel. And y'all support me and stuff. But it is 3:15 here. And everybody's left me. And, you too, Rhonda Tolliver. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. But I am going to end this live. Everybody have a great, wonderful night. And as soon as I find my cursor, there it is. I want to tell everybody, Semper Fi. Always faithful, faithful to yourself, your country, your core, your God, your friends, your family, whatever. And Devil Dog out. Good night.